3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday, the first Friday of 2025. My God, it seems like yesterday it was 2024. I am the Greek. Good morning to all you guys, boys and girls. I hope you're all ready for the first weekend. I know a lot of people still off this week and enjoying the Thursday and Friday. Roads were a little light this morning, as they were yesterday. So if you're off today, having a good time, enjoy yourself. I hope you spend a lot of money and go crazy. And just buy yourself something. That's what you should do. We got a big giveaway for you at 12:45 of the Benjamins concert, correct?
Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, Breaking Benjamins.
Benjamins.
That's close enough.
Yeah, close.
Dolphins have a chance to make the playoffs. Can you believe it? Is the love affair done with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat? Yes, I saw this coming last year in June. Sometimes it takes a long time to break up, but it does look like it is over. We got a lot going on. College football, we now know who the Final Four is. If you had Notre Dame first half, please send your money to Greek. And thank you for all the text messages last night. We'll get into all that and so much more on a beautiful Friday. Good morning, Dominic, producing the Jimi Hendrix t-shirt today.
Yes. How's it going, man?
Very nice. I know you're a big Jimi Hendrix fan.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh, cool, because that's a little bit out of your demo. You know, a lot before you and everything like that. That's good. Very interesting. It reminds me of my producer in Miami, Ricardo, used to love a lot of music from the 60s. And he was younger than you, but it was an influence of his dad and his brother and his sister. And he would love, like, The Doors and Bob Dylan and it's a big thing. Like, how did you get into Jimi Hendrix? By yourself?
My brother.
See?
Yeah.
I am a smart guy. And here's somebody who always looks like a $100 bill. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
How you feeling?
Okay. It's if you're I told you guys yesterday, if you guys weren't listening, that I am doing dry January, and if you want to talk about willpower after that game, I did not have one drink. During that game, I did not have one drink. So that means I think I'm going to crush this dry January thing. I'm good. It is what it is. Somebody should do a wellness check on Parker Jones, though. Anybody?
Oh, the wide receiver on a give to back, whatever he is?
Yeah, well, yeah. Did you see, Stockton delivered a beautiful deep ball, and was it Smith who caught it? And then we ended up getting penalized because Parker Jones was standing too close to the field. I was like, what?
Yeah, this guy gets notoriety, and he doesn't even dress for the game.
Oh, my God.
Which is unbelievable.
Yeah, so it interfered with an official on the play and cost us a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and maybe 7.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of bad breaks in the game. There really was. Starting the game, Georgia, drove right down.
Yeah.
Look, the kid looked good.
I know.
He fumbled.
I know. In the beginning, his first couple plays, not so good, but then after that, he did. But it's football.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It happens.
The only mistake
I turned off after it. Like, there was, I think, I watched almost the whole game. I saw it, but I turned it off or changed the channel after there was only 3 minutes. I was like, it's not happening. But, yeah, it is what it is. It's heartbreaking, but there's always next year, so.
I thought Kirby, when it was 6-3 and there was 33 seconds left, he should have took a knee and went in 6-3 because, to me, that was a win. Mm-hmm. You don't have your starting quarterback. Notre Dame had, was running, doing what they had to do, and you're only down 6-3. And there was 33 seconds left, I would have ran. And I was watching the game, obviously, with all my friends, and I said, just go in. And then the kid gets sacked, and they score. To me, that changed the game.
Mm-hmm. It did. There was a few things that did change the momentum of the game. But you know what? I mean, Notre Dame played a good game, and it is what it is. The best part is, though, I have everybody who don't normally text me. I have ex-boyfriends texting me like during the game. Are you okay? This and that. That was fine. But other people, and also to go and play by play. I'm watching the game. I don't need you to text me. But the best part is people texting me mad at me because they're betting on the game as if I have control of what's going on in the game. I got a couple text messages. I was like, what's going on with these idiots? Because they have money on the game. I'm like, dude, calm down. So after a while, I just put my phone away. And I locked up my liquor cabinet. I'm just kidding. I didn't have to. I was, but yeah.
That is the
6
funny
year.
thing with people in games, and we talk about it. And now,
with money.
yeah, well, money affects everything in life. I mean, everybody gives me stuff for it, but it is the truth. Now, players get a lot of it, which is really sad.
Of course. And coaches. It's terrible.
They get crushed on social media.
Like I said, this poor Parker Jones guy, I mean, everybody's like,
oh, the kid from Texas. The kicker 2 days ago. He missed 2 field goals. If they lose that game,
but they did it. Yeah.
I mean, but it's just sad. But even people and I got to tell you, I put money in people's pockets that would blow your mind. Blow your mind. And one game they'll go, Greek, what's going on? I'm like, what do you think is going on? I'm not in the game.
That's the thing. I didn't even give him any bets or anything. They're just acting like I'm coaching the team. The fact that they're yelling at me, I'm getting these nasty text messages. I was like, all right, come on.
And I love the ones. Did you know?
Calm down.
Yeah, I knew. And I bet the same side as you. And I do. I mean, like, come on. Crazy. But
you know what's good though, because I was a little concerned. Not concerned. I was actually happy. I was like, the Orange Bowl's on a Thursday, and I'm gonna go, and I'm trying to do this whole not drinking thing. And if I go, I might. I'm just kidding. So the fact that they're out, this is great. I don't have anything to celebrate this whole month. I have no birthdays. I have no football games. So this is gonna be a breeze. So
you don't want to go to the Orange Bowl with me?
No.
Okay.
Why? It's because you Notre Dame and Penn State? No, thank you.
877-927-6969. Give us a call.
They had the luck of the Irish on their side.
Yeah.
And God.
Yeah. You feel like if you root against Notre Dame, you're going to have some bad day. You're going to get up to heaven.
My husband was talking some crap. I was like, they have God on their side.
It was still a very close game.
Because he can't stand Notre Dame, but it's the whole thing with them and the Canes, and it's always, the convicts and what do they call them? The
Catholics.
The Catholics, yeah.
Oh, that goes back in the 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just one of those games. But I did think that, Notre Dame didn't do a lot, but they did enough to win. That was it. The
and that's all that
return,
matters.
Yeah, the kickoff return. But I thought when it was 6-3, and again, I'm just watching the games. I thought he should have went in, and because I thought morally that was a victory to them. Only trailing 6-3. And what I did like about the Georgia's game plan yesterday was they came out throwing.
Yeah.
Because everybody thought they were going to run.
And I hope he's listening right now, because I'm guessing this is why he did it. But my buddy just says, you owe me $955.55 for your team. Very upsetting what you did. I'm guessing you're listening. And no, it's not happening.
No. Hey, you're a big boy. You know what I mean? You want to bet? That's what happens. You know what I mean? You take a shot. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You can't blame anybody. What I do is
Tony.
Yeah, oh, God, him? My God, he's got gazillion
He's
dollars.
Totally listening.
Tony.
He's the one who was texting me. What's going on with these idiots?
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
Leave me alone.
He's got so much money. It's crazy.
I'm watching. I see
this. You kidding
this.
me? Oh, my. His whole back seat, one time I looked, it was all 20s. And his face was on it. I go, those really? He goes, of course, Greek. Love you, Tony. You're the man. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. A lot of people didn't even know the game was on. I heard a lot of that where I was. Like, the game's on?
I got home from here at like 6 o'clock, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll catch the end of it, because it was like, started at 4.
Yeah, I was watching it a bit by myself because my husband had to work, and I was like, where's my football buddy? So in the beginning, I was a little bit excited. I'm jumping around, I'm yelling, I'm screaming. My dogs are like, what's going on? And so I had him with me. But, all in all, I did hear one thing, though, and it has nothing to do with the winning or whatever team won or with the actual game itself. But I heard a lot of people are giving ESPN some crap for not showing the moment of silence for the New Orleans victims. I heard a lot of people got mad at him for that.
Yeah. I mean, social media, like I said, and people go out and have their opinion. They thought they should have. They didn't. And they got the game going right away. And, I
mean, they did it. They did it on the field, but they didn't. Yeah. I guess people wanted to see.
Sure.
And be a part of it.
Orange Bowl next week. Tickets will be very expensive because Notre Dame travels very well.
Yeah.
And their alumni does. So you could, if you want to go to the game, get tickets sooner than later. I would definitely think about that. Notre Dame is a 1-point favorite this morning in Vegas, which I was surprised about. Over Penn State.
Okay.
And Ohio State 6 over Texas. Yeah. Again, do what you want. Don't listen to people, because 2 weeks ago, everybody hated Ohio State. They sucked. They lost to Michigan. Coach should get fired. Now everybody loves them. And that's just the way people are. And that's the way people are in your life. You want loyal people. It could just swing just like that. I mean, same thing with the Chiefs. People are blaming the Chiefs. They haven't won. They're 15-1. What do you want? Maybe they're not covering, but it's not about gambling. Is it, Dominic? You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. What do you got going on? This is the first weekend. I know a lot of restaurants that I know and clubs say they expect it to be a little quiet because New Year's Eve was just the other night.
Yeah, the weekend in between is pretty busy because Christmas, and I'm talking about in between Christmas and New Year's, and I had a lot of people telling me that it's one of the busiest Saturdays out there because you still have people in town who are maybe hanging out, and everybody's done with all that Christmas rush and bustle and cooking, and so they want to go out. But we'll see. Yeah, I work tonight, so I'll let you know how busy it is.
Where are you working tonight in Jupiter?
I work in Jupiter, yeah.
What's that in place?
Double roads.
Double roads?
Yeah, double roads. Like two roads, double roads. Yes, sir.
Any talent here on weekends?
Me? No, they always have good. They always have bands. They do. They do two bands, one at 5 and one at 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good live music.
Dom, have you ever been over there?
And I know by talent you mean hot girls is what you're trying to say.
No, I meant. Well, you said me. You're off the table. You meant.
I know, but I know that's what you mean.
That's why I love you. That's why we get along.
I know that's what
no,
you mean.
what's the group playing today?
Yeah, who's the band? I love live music.
Yeah, my buddy asked me the other night. He was talking about a restaurant in Miami. He's like, "Greek, what do you think of that place? How's the food?" I was like, bartenders are hot. I don't know what to tell you.
That's what he cares about.
I don't care about
Eye
anything
candy.
else.
See, I love live music and I like good food, so completely opposite. I don't care. Bartenders are hot.
The food's terrible here. I love it. This is great. It's my kind of place. Dominic did come back for 2025, even though some people didn't know if he was going to. But he did come back, and we are happy he is back.
I'm here.
Yes, yes. Wow.
Sounds so excited.
Yeah, he sounds so like enthused. Give me a little juice. Like, be like, yeah,
Woohoo!
yeah. Even your woohoos are fake. I've heard better woohoos in the bedroom of people I was paying. I mean, give me a little like, woohoo. Woohoo! Yeah, right. I got it. J-Lo put some pictures up on Instagram of her in a bikini and boots.
Okay.
And in Aspen.
Greek, will you sleep with me?
Oh, there it is. That's J-Lo. She's too expensive for me. I cannot. I don't know. She's. You got to come in guns. You got to come in with 3 pockets deep and a Black American Express card. But you know.
But don't you think that she'll handle around? No.
I guess, but I don't think she's going to go out with a regular guy.
Okay.
You know, like I don't see her with like a guy working for Amazon making 80 grand or 70. I just don't. I could be wrong. Maybe that's what she needs.
Maybe she needs a regular. But I would call you far from regular though.
Well, you look at some of the marriages that have really worked out in Hollywood, like Mark Wahlberg. His wife was a waitress in Fort Lauderdale.
Matthew McConaughey, Matt Damon. All regular girls. When I say regular, not Hollywood stars. Yes, because of course are stunning.
Yeah,
so looks wise.
But again, it's more about love, Franny. Come on, not looks.
Of course, nothing about looks.
It's not about looks. You know that.
Not in your world.
That's what I try to teach Dominic. You want substance in your life, buddy. That's what you want. You want something that's like, there. At the end of the bottom of the night, 2 outs. Is she in your corner? That's what's important. You're broke? Absolutely not. She's
That'll
not
be 2,000 Greek.
Yes, exactly. That is the going rate. That is the going rate. And there's no doubt about it. 2 dimes, we usually do it. So next Thursday night, I might be going to the Orange Bowl. We'll see what happens. I did get invited, but it was a fake. I really was saying this because I wanted Franny to go. Not that she needed me, but I thought it would be nice if she went to the Georgia game. So now that the Georgia's out, I don't know if I really want to go. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying
But we already talked about this yesterday, and I said that normally we get tickets.
I know, but this was before you talked to me.
Oh, okay.
I talked to the guy over the weekend,
Got it.
and him and his wife, and they were like, "Hey, we have a box Greek." I said, "Can I bring a couple friends?" So I was thinking of Franny and her husband, and maybe somebody would feel bad enough and go with me. So I thought maybe I could do that. So now I got to figure out what I got to do with these people this week. Maybe I'll fake off. I don't know. Got to work Friday.
You're talking about it on the radio. They could be listening.
Okay. They know it's a show. It's a show. We're only kidding. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 471-42. 42 or 43?
2.
So this girl was talking to me the other night, and do you think lingerie is done? It seems like lingerie has lost its luster in the bedroom. Now, I heard this from a couple
I know just some women that, to be honest, I'm not a huge lingerie person. I never have. My husband's bought me a couple pieces here and there, but it's not like it's I don't know. Either you are into it or you're not.
Yeah.
A lot of women are just into give me a t-shirt and a pair of panties and I'm fine.
Yeah. Like this girl said to me, she was Greek. I sleep naked. That should be enough. And I'm looking at her. I said, yeah.
And that's just how it is. It's expensive. And it is kind of silly. Like, you buy something, such a small piece of clothing that's super expensive to just wear for, I don't know, a few minutes.
And then take it off.
Exactly.
Now, can you wear, would it bother you if somebody wore lingerie with another person and then wore it with you?
But how would you know?
You asked!
Have you worn this in front of somebody else? Why would you do that? Why?
It's a show.
So you just want her to buy new lingerie for you then?
Yeah, everybody has
It's
a
like,
past. Everybody has a past. Everybody's dated other people. I mean,
ask me a question.
if they why are you going so high pitched? If they feel like they look good in it and it's something that they're confident in and they wear it in front of other people, I don't think you should even wonder. Don't even think about it. Don't even ask. That's a silly question.
Do they need to buy a new bathing suit too then, G-Man?
Be nice.
Nice.
Oh
I mean, I'm footing the bill, so what does it matter? Bathing suits are right. Yeah, we go with the bathing suit. But the lingerie, I mean, toss it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to revamp it, bring it back? Like, come on, what are we doing here? Or go naked. Do something. Or wear a pair of Gucci pajamas with G's on it. I mean, make it easy. This way I know where the G is. You can follow it very easy.
Are you going to find the G-spot?
I was like, do you?
877-927-6969. That's the name of my book, by the way, which I'm working on right now.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Dom, you're going to get a couple lines. You guys potentially get a chapter. Franny's going to get two chapters.
Wow, 2 chapters.
Well, Franny gets a chapter where I speak about her, and then she speaks about you.
Of course.
I haven't decided which one's going to go first. So I don't know. I might go behind her as far as the second chapter because it might be like sympathy. You know what I mean? Because if I blow her up so much and then the second time she comes on and goes, those 4 hours were brutal every day. I can't tell you what they were like. But if you have an opinion on that, men or women, is lingerie done? Victoria's Secret is having some problems, by the way.
You have noticed that there's not as many around, but a lot of places are going to just strictly online retailing. So
we're lazy. I mean, people like to do that. People like to just I can't buy clothes online. I just I don't like it.
But I just feel like there's so much. I tend to, these days, I used to love going to the mall, but these days I find more clothes online because when I go to the mall and I'm walking and I can't find what I want, I get a little disappointed. And that's the thing. But you're online and you have just so many options to pick from.
I just find that there's some of the clothes, like with sizes.
It's true. It's hit or miss.
Yeah, it could be hit or miss.
But and I know that you're not very savvy, but it is easy to return, and a lot of them give you the free returns.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And a lot less money you can save. They always, a lot of online places have buy this first purchase, you get 25% off or 15% off, whatever it may be.
Free shipping.
Yeah, free shipping, stuff like that. And like I said, as a whole, we're a lazy country. I mean, you go to Dunkin' Donuts, there's 14 cars in line, there's nobody inside. It just happens all the time. Happened to me again today. There's one place that I go to in Delray, and it's a Dunkin' Donuts, and they don't. And I was talking a little with the manager, and he was just saying, he goes, "We don't do as well as the other ones because we don't have a drive up," and they're trying to get a drive up. He goes, people, they don't like coming in. They just don't. He goes, they'll go to another one, same thing, Dunkin' Donuts, but you don't have to get out of your car. It also have something to do with the phone. People don't want to put their phone down. They like to be on their phone. I love when you go to somebody who drive up and they're on the phone and they're trying to order and they got the headsets on and it's going back and forth. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm like, hang up the phone. Just do something here. Put it down. Or the radio's blasting.
Yep.
One of my buddies a couple weeks ago, there was a game on. He's got the game on so loud where he's trying to get something. I think it was Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, dude, they can't hear you. Stop. Because the girl, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to order, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Then the girl came over to the car. It was just like a crazy scene, one of those scenes. But you guys give us a call. Is lingerie dead? Are you ready for this weekend? It's the first weekend of the year. 5 weeks this week, this month, January. 5 Fridays. So you guys got 5 Fridays to have a good time.
Yep.
Don, what are you doing tonight? Are you getting out and about? Are you rocking and rolling? Maybe go up to Franny's place?
Tea time tomorrow morning.
Ooh, you're taking this golf
Really?
day.
8:30.
So what would you say your hobbies are? Golf? Gambling. Gambling's a hobby.
Yeah. Basketball too.
You like to play basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. Strip
Cars.
clubs?
Yeah. Not like you, but.
Oh. I'm sponsored to be there.
Oh yeah, that's the reason. Sure.
Yeah. I go there because of Monroe's. You know what I mean? We have a great connection with them, and I go there for that reason. And I go to meetings on.
I might go to a strip club maybe twice a year, maybe just for if the night goes to that, I'll go.
Yeah.
But
Have you ever gone to a strip club with a girl?
No. It's been no. I would say no.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of girls like to go to strip clubs. They do. They'll be like, yeah, let's go for a while. Maybe have some fun, bang around a little. Then you're giving the other girl money, they get mad. Why is she getting a 10? I only got a 5. What the hell's going on with that? Why are you looking? Our good buddy Brady Matthews, my buddy, I was with him the night that he met his girlfriend who had his child and in Vegas at a strip club. We talked about it. And that was the biggest strip club I was ever in.
Is that Sapphire?
Yeah. Biggest strip club ever in my life.
Where is this at?
Vegas, years ago.
Okay, Sapphire.
Yeah, it's the biggest one in the world.
Is it?
It's so big, it's scary.
Yeah.
But the girls are not completely nude. That's the only thing. And there's one area where it is, they can't be completely nude.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Has that always been like that?
It's just one county
Interesting.
where this one strip club is.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like.
Because Vegas is in Henderson, right?
Mm-hmm. But
Where's that one at, Sapphire? Is that more north?
off the top of my head, I don't know. You can look it up. It was like 15 minutes from the strip, maybe.
Okay.
From what I remember. But I do remember meeting her and seeing her, like walk past us and his reaction. Like, when you just see somebody like bang. And I'm like, dude, you got to go talk to her. And next time he's on again, we'll tell the story. And they have a beautiful child together, which is nice. But she married somebody else, which sucks. But things happen. I mean, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, was that one of those things when you see somebody, like you're like, wow. And that's what like they say guys get hit, or girls, more guys get hit with like a lightning bolt. Like when they see somebody they really like boom, there it is. And that's what it was for him. But it's the biggest strip club supposedly in America.
Okay.
But it is
Never heard of
just, it's like a Home Depot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
huge.
that's how Tootsie's. Have you ever been to Tootsie's down
Oh,
here?
yeah,
I think
crazy.
Tootsie's is an old Home Depot.
There's Spearmint Rhino also over in Vegas.
Vegas.
And I think they have an outdoor pool area.
Yeah.
too.
I've been to the Spearmint Rhino. Yeah, that place is big. But
And there's a spearmint, isn't there a spearmint hippo too?
I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's a strip club spearmint
Well, no,
hippo.
it's like peppermint. Like they kind of
Peppermint
peppermint
Hippo.
hippo or something. They kind of try to take
Yeah, they
their
were in a
name.
big lawsuit.
yeah.
Yeah, spearmint hippo. No, spearmint rhino in Vegas is huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has like a parking garage. It's that big.
Oh, yeah. But even what Franny talks about, Tootsie's,
It's massive. And the stripper poles go all the way up. I mean, think about how high those ceilings are at Home Depot.
Yeah.
I remember going there and I was just like, there's no netting underneath this girl and she is all the way at the top.
Yeah. I went there one time with somebody from iHeart, a big boss. So we went to a Heat game. This is years ago. He took me. And I ended up losing him for like 4 hours.
I think you can. It's that big.
I mean, like, I'm not kidding you, like 4 hours. I went outside and I was like waiting for him. And I'm like, dude, where the hell are you? And again, he's a boss. He's taking me out, whatever. We're doing our thing, whatever. But it was like 4 hours. I was like 4:30. He comes out. He goes, hey, Greek, what's up? You have a good time? And I'm like, dude, we got here like 12.
And it was just the two of you?
The two of us. You know who it is. Like I said on here.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, and you know who it is.
I'm probably going to write it down and be like, yep, that's
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, for $100, no doubt. And it was like 5:15. I remember. And I
He was
go-
in the champagne room, she
I know.
by himself.
And he goes, didn't you have a good time? I go, dude, I was done like 1 o'clock, 1:30. You know what I mean? I remember I had a basketball bet on the Celtics. They were playing the Warriors. But I mean, after that, I was like tapped out. I was like walking around the parking lot. Then I thought maybe he just left because it was 4.5 hours. I'm like, wait up. He comes popping out like 4:30. We had a meeting in the morning, 8:30. He comes in. It's like, hey, how's everybody? And I'm like, oh, wow, this is not to mention the obvious thing, which was that he was married.
Oh, 100%. He knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
He knew. He knew he was going to go there and he was going to be like, bye, and then do his thing so nobody could watch what was going on.
And the Heat game was the buffer. That was the buffer.
Yeah.
I thought it was like you want to go to the Heat game.
He's a little shiesty.
Need an excuse to go out.
Exactly, and Greek was the excuse.
Usually I am. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to strip clubs, but don't leave me for 5 hours. I could have flew to New York. I came back.
There was some shenanigans going on.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Shower room, champagne room. Which
yes,
one?
yes, probably all the above.
Yeah, he comes out, he had a different suit on.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you change? Do you have a locker here? He's like, I do, G-Man. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're working, baby. We're here. We're live. Check Franny and I out on camera.
Oh, he's camera.
Camera's not up for Franny. We don't even mention
You're not
Dominic.
forgetting about it.
Dominic's wearing a black Jimi Hendrix shirt today. Probably one of the nicest shirts I've seen him have on. It fits you well, so you look good. John Wick 5. We're still trying to get you in.
Oh,
I
cool.
watched it the other night. I still think you could be a stunt double for him.
I'll just have to grow my hair out a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, you can wear a wig.
What I watched last night after I watched the Fall Guy, yeah, with Ryan Gosling. Have you seen that one yet? Where he's a stuntman? Good movie. Highly recommend.
I heard that was good.
It was good. I watched that last night after
Does
the
he have
game.
a love interest in that, or am I wrong?
He does. Emily Blunt, who's stunning.
Yeah.
But yeah, good movie.
What's that on?
I watched it on Netflix.
Okay.
I don't know, one of the streaming services.
One of them.
I can't remember which one it was.
I just found out I have a whole bunch of streaming on my TV, and I don't even know how to work it. So I got to get somebody to come over and figure it out.
The Elf.
I'm sure she can figure it out.
No, I don't know about the elf.
No?
We'll see what happens.
Uh-oh.
The elf might have left the North Pole.
Uh-oh.
Well, the holidays are over. She had to go back to the North Pole. Not actually leave. She had to go back.
Just go to Vegas. It's just scheduling stuff right now. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Kids at like 13 years old, they traditionally wouldn't offer them up any kind of medication to help them out with losing weight.
I was never offered anything.
What was the age that it was the worst for you? Do you remember? Like, were kids making fun of you and stuff?
36.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Expect a backup on the turnpike northbound due to a crash north of Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction on Beeline Highway, Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. Call 561-390-1000. That's 561-390-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Attention! Guarantee Media is giving away 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel and airfare included for just $99. Here's how. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll be off to a vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. And you'll get 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel fare included. That's right. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll go on a 4-day vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name and get 4 days in the Caribbean with hotel and airfare included for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. This promotion is paid for by Guarantee Media to solicit vacation ownership sales and is not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured, the choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Preparing to tent fumigate your home or business is stressful. With up to 29 interior and exterior preparation steps, the very success of your fumigation depends on being properly prepared. Contact ALR Fumigation Preparation and Recovery, your fumigation preparation experts. Family owned and operated, licensed and insured, specializing in comprehensive fumigation preparation throughout Palm Beach County. We prioritize safety and thoroughness to make sure your property is ready come fumigation day. ALRFumigationPrep.com, your home fumigation ready.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Woo! Up top, bike shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messingthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Right now, during Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Sunny and pleasant this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Clear and chilly tonight, but temperatures return to the 40s inland and 50s at the coast by the start of Saturday morning. Temperatures will remain in the 60s through Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies through the day.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
2025 is here, and so is the new and improved free iHeartRadio app. It's everything you love about radio in the palm of your hands. The live radio dial, presets, scan, even lyrics. And iHeartRadio has all of your favorite artists' playlists and podcasts too, anytime, anywhere. Kick off the new year with the new and improved free iHeartRadio app. Get it today.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys had a good holiday and get ready to go back to work. Some people might be back at work today, and if you're not, well, enjoy another day and do something nice for yourself or maybe somebody you care about. Dominic's in the house.
Yo.
Of course, Francis is here.
What's up?
And it's time for a trifecta in this day in history.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Final Four is set in the NCAA big playoff, first one ever. And Thursday night, it's going to be in our backyard. And Notre Dame is taking on Penn State. And then Ohio State is playing Texas. Yesterday, Notre Dame ended up beating Georgia 23-10. So their tickets are punched. We will see what happens. The favorite to win it all is Ohio State. They're minus 115. So there it is. I mean, everybody thinks Ohio State's going to crush Texas. That game is in Dallas. I mean, so you never know what's going to happen. It's going to be a little bit of home crowd. Ohio State travels well, but we'll see.
What do you think about the 5, 6, 7, or was it? Yeah, the lower 4 teams winning all the games.
Yeah, 1 and 2 is out. 3. Who's 3?
All of 1, 2, 3, and 4 all out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised because I think this is what they wanted in a tournament setting. You know, and like we did talk about, the teams who had the bye did not do as well.
Mm-hmm.
We did see that.
You did say that. That was a trend, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe...
I think all of them, right? That had a bye are the ones that lost, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All 4. Yeah. So I don't know if that mattered or not. Who knows? But when 4 teams do it, that's a trend that all 4 ended up losing. And I don't know if the kids had too much time off or they weren't as focused. And then the other teams had advantage because they played and they were hungry. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're going to look at they said they're going to make some adjustments. The only thing I didn't like was the pairing that they did. Like, I thought some of the games they were too top heavy on the top of the way I looked at it, where Oregon playing Ohio State, you know, and then Texas. One of those teams I should have done, but I thought should have been put below. But they didn't do it that way, and it worked out. And again, like anything else, the seeding doesn't matter. It's the same thing as the NCAA tournament. Very rare do you get 4 1s at the end. You just don't. It happens, but it's rare that you get that. You get a 1, an 8, a 6, a 10, a 5. You don't get 4 1s. And the more games you play, the more opportunity there is that something could go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they loved. They wanted college football to have more of a hype, and it did. More money was bet on it. Again, 41 states have sports betting now, and it's a bigger thing. So the Final Four is going to be just as huge. It'll be huge. And then you have the championship game, which is not until January 20th, which is college football getting a lot of, love over this whole time. And that's what everybody's
Because normally it's done by now, or at least a week from now.
So, I mean, they want that where it's like usually like it was January 5th, like 4th around there was the final game. Now you're going to 20th. I mean, that's a long time. And people have it on their mind and they talk about college football and it's good for the kids and NIL money and sponsors and boosters. So I think all along, it was a good thing. They're talking about moving it to 16 teams. I don't know if they do that or not, but they're saying that maybe as quick as next year.
Wow.
Which is a lot. But again, the money's just going to keep coming in, and it's not going to stop, and the TV money's going to. We, as a country, love sports, and we love football. That's our number one sport. You look every year, the top 100 live shows, it's always football. It's got like 87 of them or whatever. We can't get enough of it. That's our society, good, bad, or indifferent. And then when you throw in the element of gambling, like I said, I get more text messages from girls now in the last year and a half showing me who they're betting than I did before when I used to get photos. Like, what do you think it is? And what do you think of that? But they're betting. And I'm shocked. And it doesn't matter what you're betting, whether you're betting $5 or $5,000, you're betting. I mean, you know what I mean? And you have an interest in the game. And also people are like, I've heard girls say, I want to watch the Georgia game tonight. Or Notre Dame's playing. Or the Bengals are playing at 4. Can we go out to dinner after that? Because they have an interest in the game. Where before, I never would hear that.
Yep.
But I think all that element together makes college football what it is. Jimmy Butler and the Heat, they seem like they are on the end of a relationship. I thought they ended last year when Pat Riley said something about Jimmy Butler when Jimmy Butler talked about the playoffs. But I know you got some audio.
What will fix it? What do you want to see happen to fix it?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to joy back. I'm happy here, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
I mean, there it is. Pat's not going to be happy about that. Jimmy Butler was at Club 11. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. My friend saw him like 5 in the morning. They had a game that night.
He likes it off the court.
Yeah. He said he does like Miami. He lives in L.A., though. His mansion is in L.A. He was just in, what's that magazine? One of the big magazines for design for homes. He was the cover story. And I was surprised. I thought it was Miami, but it was L.A. He's very big into volleyball, has a couple kids. He lives a very private life. I love Jimmy Butler. I think he's a great player. I was so excited when the Heaters got him. But like most relationship, it has a shelf life. Pat Riley's it. He's 21. He don't want to hear it. And last year when Jimmy Butler, started mouthing off a little about the Celtics. Riley came out and said, hey, you don't talk, we're home. Right there, I knew it was over. It's just a matter of time. Now, Pat Riley came out last week and said he's not getting traded, which made me know even more he's getting traded. So it's just over. And the more, see, what the players have the power to do today because of the media and the podcast is that at a certain point, you make the franchise look, it's easy to get out of anything. We've seen it. We've seen Harden do it, other players. You make the franchise look so bad, they got to trade you. Because the other players look at it and go, man, what the hell are we doing? He don't want to be here. He's a cancer in the locker room. And then you look at it, you go, let's just cut our losses. Let's go.
Didn't Jimmy do that in Minnesota?
Yeah, he wasn't happening in Philadelphia. And, he's had some problems. I mean, people don't change. I was wearing Armani when I was 11. I got it on today. I mean, they just don't. Maybe the core is deep who they are. I think he's a great ball player.
Oh, yeah.
I loved him. I think he was great. I'm sorry that it ended this way because I'm a big Heat fan, but I just think it comes to a point in every relationship where you hit the fork, and I can't see it changing.
Where's he go?
He goes wherever they want to send him because at this point he wants out. So, I mean, he's not going to have a choice where he can just go like, hey, I want to go join Oklahoma City or the Warriors. I don't see that happening, but I don't know. I mean, I don't see it. And Riley's one with loyalty. I don't think he got ever over LeBron leaving.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? And there are some people like that. I got a buddy of mine. Him and his wife got divorced 15 years ago. He's remarried with 2 kids. Still hates her. I mean, there are some people like once you cross them, that's it. And I mean, 24 hours a day, it don't matter. But Pat Riley's like that. So we'll see. It's unfortunate. Panthers are home tonight. They're playing Pittsburgh. And if you didn't think the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl, I'm going to tell you now, they're going to. Save this audio because Patrick Mahomes didn't get named to the All-Star team. And years ago, we heard a couple other guys. Michael Jordan was one. When Michael Jordan didn't get the MVP one year and they played Utah on his his Michael Jordan special that he
Last
had.
Dance.
Yeah, Last Dance. He said that was it. He goes, when they gave it to Karl Malone, I knew I was beating him. And Patrick Mahomes, not that he needs any incentive to play well and to do well, him not getting put on the Pro Bowl team. But you know what? I mean, stats-wise, Burrow has had a better year. Josh Allen had a better year, and so did Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The bet I'm going to tell you to make today is to bet the AFC to win the Super Bowl. It is -110. That's the bet you make. Because if whatever team's going to be there, they're going to beat the NFC, and they're going to be favorite. So today, this is your bet from me to you. Bet the AFC -110. And you get any team in the AFC. You can bet 10 dimes on it. Doesn't matter who shows up, but you get them -110. There's your little chat for you today. There's your icing on your strawberry. And that's the best thing since I saw Jimi Hendrix t-shirt on, what's his name? Dominic? Today. Yeah. Greek Trifecta sponsored by Polar Coffee Bar. Get over there. I love their desserts. You'll love their coffee and their food. In Deerfield Beach, Franny and I were there. We're working on another remote to be there again. We're so excited about that place. I love it. Yeah, it's great. It really is an awesome place. Now over to Franny for This Day in History.
This day in history, January 3rd is the date here. 1872, the Patent Office began publishing granted patents in the official Gazette every Tuesday. They said 1899, first known use of the word automobile appears in an editorial in the New York Times. 1912, Southern Pacific Railroad offers to bring the Liberty Bell to the Panama Pacific Expo in San Francisco for absolutely free. 1920, big day here. The Boston Red Sox baseball club owner, Harry, how do I say his name? Frazee, announces agreement to sell slugger Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees for $135,000 in cash and a $360,000 loan, which started the 84-year curse of the Bambino that saw the Red Sox fail to win a World Series.
And Boston fans never forget that. That's unbelievable. It's going to be like Barkley with the Giants.
1929, 27-year-old businessman William C. Paley became CBS president. 1938, March of Dimes established to fight polio. 1944, World War II, top-flying ace Major Poppy Boyington shot down in his Corsair by Japanese captain Kawato, flying a Zero. They said Boyington survives as a prisoner of war. Then we are moving to 1953. Frances Bolton and her son Oliver became the first mother and son to serve simultaneously in Congress, both representing Ohio.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
It's interesting.
Let's see. 1973, a 12-man syndicate led by Michael Burke and George Steinbrenner III buys baseball's New York Yankees from CBS for $10 million.
What a steal. Oh, yeah.
1973, still a steal, yeah. 1977, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs incorporate Apple Computers. 1985, Mitch McConnell becomes a senator of Kentucky. We have 1992, 1998, banjo player Grandpa Jones, who appeared on the weekly variety television show Hee Haw. You ever watch Hee Haw as a kid? Suffers. I'm just sad though. Suffers a stroke. But did you ever watch Hee Haw?
I don't remember Hee Haw. I knew the show, but I don't remember
It's before my
watching
time.
Yeah, I don't remember watching it.
Hee Haw. Let's see. 2004, after hosting the show for over 30 years, Casey Kasem gives up the hosting duties of American Top 40 to who?
Ryan Seacrest?
Ryan Seacrest is correct. This one, a day that made a lot of people hate Nick Saban. 2007, high-profile Miami Dolphins head coach Nick Saban resigns after agreeing to return to college football and take the head coaching job at Alabama.
That was a great decision for him. It really was. I mean, Dolphin fans are still bitter, but
they are.
You know what? You got to get over it, A, and B. Saban said they wouldn't let him get who he wanted. He wanted Drew Brees as a quarterback, and the management and ownership wanted Culpepper, and that turned out to be a mistake. So, I mean, I know it's easy to hate on him, but the guy had an unbelievable career. I mean, so he won 7 championships, or 6, whatever the hell he won. So
2019, 116th Congress convenes in Washington, D.C., electing Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House of Representatives for the second time. And then finally here in 2022, Apple becomes the first United States company to be worth $3 trillion in value after tripling its price in under 4 years. And there you go for this day in history, January 3rd.
Thank you, Franny. Great job. It is funny. Dolphin fans, like, you want to talk about, like, loyalty and stuff like that, how they don't get over. You still hear people say, I hate Saban because he left.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I love, but she's my diehard Miami Dolphins fan. Our old producer, his wife, she's a doll. She's so funny, but she calls him Satan. She's like, Nick Satan. And it's because of that.
It's crazy.
Still.
And that's not even, that's a team.
Yeah.
So you wonder, like, when people leave people, like I was talking about, some people don't get over it and they'll, like, you know, to their grave. It's crazy. If you got that passion for a team, then I can't even imagine the passion you have for, you know, when you're in a relationship. If somebody decides, because two people, I've always said this, don't wake up one day and go, hey, we had a good run. You know what I mean? Somebody's always pissed. But yeah, Dolphin fans, I still hear it. Even when I'm watching the game, like they would show Saban, I hate him, like on game day. And I'm like, you like Florida? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I would always ask. Or Georgia. Oh, no, Dolphins. I'm like, Jesus.
Just hate him.
Yeah,
Just hate him.
Because he loves the Dolphins.
I know. 47142 started off with Real Radio. It says, I stubbed my toe this morning and instantly said, F Dom. I really hate him now because now anytime I get hurt, I think of his stupid voice. Love you guys. Money's on the dresser, and Franny and Georgia sucks. It says, hey, heading down to the Panthers game tonight. Can I get the Franny roar, please?
Oh, yeah.
That's from Matt in Port St. Lucie.
Let me look around for that real
Okay.
quick.
All right, he's going to look for it. We have Greek. Georgia player Parker Jones is being called the Steve Bartman of last night's Sugar Bowl.
I don't want to say that. I can't. I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah.
I really do. Like Franny said, I think ESPN showed him too much, and they put memes up, and people are talking about him. He's just a kid. He got excited. He didn't do it on purpose.
No, of course not.
And I don't think when what's the name did that for the Cubs?
But causing 15 yards, though, I mean, a lot of people, they take it personally for some reason. If lingerie is dead, that's proof that love is blind. Then we have what's high in the middle and round on both sides? What's high in the middle and round on both sides?
High in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Round the
There you go, Matt. What's round in the middle and round on both ends, shall I say? High in the middle.
I don't know. What is it?
Ohio, baby. It's hard for me to say this. Go Buckeyes.
Go Buckeyes.
Round, the O's.
Yeah.
Round on both ends. And then you got the high, H-I.
Oh, Eureka!
They said Dom should change his name to you. That way Greek would still forget it. Thank
you don't
you.
really think I forget
You
your
can
name.
always
Come on.
participate. 47142 started
It's
off
a
as
show.
Real Radio.
No, I'm terrible with names. I was out with somebody the other night and I forgot her name. It was so bad.
Oh, man, that is bad.
And she was like,
Like you guys were on a date?
I don't want to say a date.
Then what was it?
A meeting.
Oh, it's just a meeting of the minds?
He doesn't want to get the elf mad, so it was a meeting.
Oh, okay.
So I did say this about, we talked about it yesterday, and I thought I saw him, but I could be wrong. I was at Breakers,
Okay.
parking cars, and over the holiday.
Believe it, yeah.
And I thought I saw Bill Belichick
You
with,
may have.
with his girl, okay? And then she posted something, and she made a toast with the H&M glasses.
Oh, so they were there.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure. I'm like, is that Belichick? Like, you know what I mean? We walked some, and I didn't want to go back again, and then he comes up to me, and it's a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Bill.
But he frequents here, Jupiter area. I told you years ago when my husband and I were getting married, he got another job at a gym.
Yeah, and he was cool.
It was a Gold's Gym at the time, and Belichick, that was where he would go when he was living here in Jupiter, and he would go all the time. And the funny story is that my husband's not a Patriots fan at all, but one of our friends, who they're no longer married anymore, her husband, huge Patriots fan. So when he heard that, he was like, please, please, please. He was like, can you please get this ball signed? Can you please get it signed by Belichick next time? So my husband had the Patriots football with him for a few weeks, and Bill never came in.
Yeah.
So finally, like one day my husband was off of work, and he told the guys, like, hey, if he happens to show up, can you just do a solid and see if he'll sign the ball?
It was a nice story.
Yeah, so see if he'll sign the ball. Well, the guy's name is Johnny, who wanted the ball signed, and so Matt wasn't there. Bill Belichick did show up. They had him sign the ball, but I guess Matt didn't relay the message correctly, telling him to sign the ball.
Guys,
so Bill signed it to Matt. So it was like so Matt, and we're like, here, Johnny, sorry, it says Matt's name on it. But
Oops.
yeah.
The sad thing about that is they're not together anymore.
That's a sad part.
Was that the girl that was here yesterday?
Yes.
She's a nice girl.
Did you see her?
Yeah, she came in.
Oh, yeah.
Am I mistaken?
You were doing the show. Yes, yes, yeah.
She's a very nice person.
My girlfriend, Sarah, yes.
Yeah, nice person.
Yes. She's been my best friend for over 20 years. So I see what you're doing with your eyes.
She's smoking. I gave her credit. She's hot. She is. I'm not going to say she's not. I'm sorry. I agree. I heard she got divorced. I was very upset. I felt bad.
It was a long time ago. He's been remarried and stuff.
And then isn't she divorced again? Or no?
She's been only married once.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Didn't she just recently break up with her boyfriend?
It's been a few years.
Okay, sorry.
Just catch up.
She's just like, is she single? That's all she wants to know.
No.
No. Oh, Freddie would never throw me in that arena.
No way. He's not infiltrating my circle.
No way. She's honest about it, though. I mean, that's what I love about her.
That's too funny.
It's the truth. And you know what? I respect that. She reminds me of one of my good buddies who his wife's friend wanted to meet me. And he was like, no way. No way is Greek meeting her. No way. And, like through the grapevine, we got back to me. And then I saw her, I don't know, like 6 months ago. She goes, I heard you got engaged. I'm like, engaged? What are you talking about? She said, Johnny told me that you got engaged. I said, no, I never got engaged. Why the hell would you hear that? She goes, oh, okay. Then I called him up. He goes, no way are you coming to my world. Because then I got to hear what you bought her, my wife. He goes, I don't want to deal with that. I was like, all right, I appreciate that. 877-927-6969. C blocking. We're going to get into that. We'll get into that. Now it's a challenge. Now, and then when you get a challenge out there, you're like, ooh, this is a challenge. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. It is a Friday. If you're working, I guess that sucks. But you got us, and we're working together. And it's always good when you're doing something with a team. And we are your A-team, and we appreciate it. So Happy New Year to everybody listening.
Really quickly, our buddy Steve wants to wish a Happy New Year. 47142 says, Happy New Year, Penthouse. New year, new me. Still with Nutter's wife, Stephen Boca.
Nice.
Wow.
I love people like that. Loyalty, dog. You can't buy it.
Goodness gracious.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won a Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Markov looks around, but they score with 10 points.
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new championship. Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it.
Stanley Cup champions!
Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Expect a backup on the turnpike northbound due to a crash north of Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction on Beeline Highway, Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call the Atlantic Men's Clinic today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at the Atlantic Men's Clinic will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That's AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across South Florida to serve you. Atlantic Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
It's 2025, which means spring training at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium is quickly approaching. Catch the Cardinals and the Marlins take the field in Jupiter with tickets, mini plans, VIP experiences, and more on sale now. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com. See you at the ballpark.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Duffy's Sports Grill is the place to be to catch all your favorite sports action. Duffy's is voted the best year over year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, barbecue baby back ribs, and 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember,
at Duffy's, our game is always on.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will.
How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
This is really amazing.
Love the look of the app.
I love lyrics.
Lock this new app.
Scan.
Wow, look at that.
The new and improved free iHeartRadio app has arrived, and it's everything you love about your car radio right in the palm of your hand.
5 stars, guys.
Get the free iHeartRadio app now.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Sunny and pleasant this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid-70s. Clear and chilly tonight, but temperatures return to the 40s inland and 50s at the coast by the start of Saturday morning. Temperatures will remain in the 60s through Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies through the day.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll hear from a veteran who fought in the Battle of Fallujah and fought a battle for his soul. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Fire up your DVR. It's time for your TV tip-off.
Monday night the 13th, a 22-year-old living with autism is the focus of the docudrama Balin Out Loud at 9/8 Central on TLC. On Wednesday the 15th, based on the popular podcast, Lacey Mosley helps bust would-be con artists in the unscripted show Scam Goddess at 10/9 Central on Freeform. Friday the 17th, Eleanor Tomlinson and Alfred Enoch star in the British psychological thriller The Couple Next Door, making its U.S. debut at 9/8 Central on Starz. Also on Friday the 17th, the docuseries NFL Icons kicks off its 4th season at 10/9 Central on MGM+. Sunday night the 17th, after a 2-year delay and a new network, the historical war drama Rogue Heroes continues its 2nd season at 9/8 Central on MGM+. I'm Lex Hohen, and that's your TV tip-off on iHeartRadio.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You've been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Get ready for the weekend. First weekend of 2025. Straight and box. Played out in the Big Four today. I am the Greek. Of course, Dominic is here.
Hello.
Hello. And Francis is here.
What's up?
What a nice batch of Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right. Well, a very sad situation, but at least some closure here with this. The deputies confirmed a discovery of a minivan belonging to a woman who vanished 10 years ago in Brevard County. Her name was Katya Balaya, a mother of 3 and a science professor over at Eastern Florida State College, left her home in Melbourne to go to the store, and she never returned. So a volunteer group called Sunshine State Sonar, which specializes in solving cold cases using sonar, took on the case. So they said, we originally found out about this case. Someone had messaged us and showed us some of the heartbreaking messages that were online from her daughters. This was the owner of it. His name is Michael Sullivan of that Sunshine State Sonar. So far, these guys have resolved 15 cases in less than 2 years that people have not been able to. Wow. They use 3 types of sonar to do these searches, and a lot of them are in like the canals and stuff like that. It's crazy. I mean, we have so many bodies of water around us. Yes. So they do these searches, and say people think they're cut and dry, but that They're really not. They said, we put aside sonar on a boat, drive around. He was like, just to see, he was like, and he said, and you're going to see, he says, it's almost like a little cartoon character. He says, we see shadows. It takes time to develop these kind of skills. We do it on a regular basis to hone in on it. And he was like, that's why we've been so successful. So they said they searched over 30 bodies of water near the spot where her phone had last pinged. And that's where they ended up finding. They said days before Christmas, they found her white Honda Odyssey upside down in a 24-foot deep retention pond. And yes, there were human remains inside, and they have been positively identified as that missing woman who went missing back in 2014. So sad, but at least, some kind of closure, right? They said that as of now, they've been hired so many times. They've been so lucky. They said that right now their group are working on 72 missing person cases in Florida.
Wow.
Well, there's so many unresolved like that. I mean, it's nuts. Wasn't it just last year where just one area down south in Fort Lauderdale, they found like 3 or 4 vehicles?
A lot of
in different, it's crazy.
A couple of years ago, they found one in Wellington. Someone was using Google Maps, and they were like, that kind of looks like a car in the lake.
Yeah.
It was in Grand Isles of Wellington, right down the block from my friend's house, and they pulled the car out.
That's
sure enough, there was a person in it.
Crazy. Yeah, so
sad.
It really, really, truly is. Then next up in your What the Floor, but it's cool now that they do have this technology and science to recover this stuff. But yeah, 63-year-old trooper told troopers, excuse me, that he was CIA. He wasn't. All right, so if you're going to tell somebody you're CIA, why are you going to tell law enforcement officers that?
I'm CIA, watch out.
FHP said that they found a car, and I saw pictures of what they recovered. A car full of guns, passports, fake federal agent badges, all kinds of stuff. And I'm talking a bunch of passports. I count about like 8 passports here. After pulling over a guy in Southwest Florida, Jorge Alfonso was pulled over. They said, because they said he was spotted in his Ford pickup truck with flashing red and blue emergency lights. Can't do that.
Nope.
If you are not law enforcement. He told troopers that he was with the Central Intelligence Agency. And as they investigated, they found, as I mentioned, all of that stuff, a bulletproof vest on top of the guns, passport, fake badges. Pictures taken by troopers shows 7 guns with 8 different passports, cash, and even an Interpol badge. He was booked into the Collier County Jail for false impersonation of officials, drug possession without a prescription, for having pills on him, and his truck was impounded. So the guy thought he was going to get away with it, but guess what? They can look it up, see that you're not in the CIA.
I'm not? Oh my God, here's my badge right here. Check it out. And I'm in the FBI too.
Oh my God.
And I'm an astronaut.
TTF, all of it.
He had all kinds of badges. I mean, this guy's CIA.
I had Ohio State and Rose Bowl. I'm in everything.
And then we have a guy who thought this is a really good hiding place because nobody's going to open up a dictionary. Deputies arrested a man after finding trafficking amounts of fentanyl hidden inside of a fake dictionary in his car. They said that they conducted a traffic stop to Samuel Shorter on Monday. And they said even after they said he crossed the double line in the road and almost struck a vehicle, that's what happened, head on, they said that he eventually stopped the car in the middle of the road. He was placed in a patrol car while deputies searched his vehicle. Well, the search resulted in discovery of 34 grams of marijuana, a scale, and a dictionary. And they're like, oh, that's interesting. Who carries a dictionary with them anymore?
English teacher.
And he was like one of those big dictionaries.
I want to make sure my grammar's perfect. Never know who I'm going to meet.
Yeah, this is weird. You're like, it's just your phone. Your phone's a dictionary. But this deputies ended up going, this doesn't feel as heavy as a normal dictionary. Well, it was a hollowed dictionary hiding stuff. They said hiding lace that contained 6 grams of fentanyl, 4 grams of meth, and a white substance that appeared to be cocaine. He was arrested and charged with fleeing and eluding police, resisting without violence, and various drug charges. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Franny. Watch those dictionaries. If you see somebody walking around with a dictionary. Remember years ago, people would sell dictionaries like door to door?
Encyclopedias.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Encyclopedia Britannica. Yeah, we had the whole set growing up. I remember that. Because that's before the good old days of Google. Speaking of, I have a little tidbit about Google, but some kind of good news, not What the Florida. Did you guys see pictures all over social media of humpback whales in Jupiter?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? I was like, that is so cool. Saturday, Mike Lee and Daniel Hanna were out fishing near the Jupiter Inlet when they witnessed this, because it's not very common where you see this. Typically not found in Jupiter, but these guys were out boating and they were fishing near the inlet when they witnessed it. He goes, I looked out the corner of my eye and I saw a splash that literally looked like a bus hit the water. He said something was just jumping out there. I don't know what it was. It was out of the corner of my eye. He was like, but it was the biggest smash I'd ever seen in my whole life on a boat. So they were only about 60 feet, they said, deep water. When they decided to get near it, they got a little bit closer, and he was like, oh, my God, I couldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, they saw it happen. Wow. So they got a really cool video of it. Yeah, very, very cool.
I might have went the other way. If I saw it. I would have been like, yeah, I'm out of here. This is their ocean. Let them have it.
Yep, that's their place.
It is, but they're peaceful animals. They are. But, yeah, very cool. I mean, something that you don't get to see right Jupiter, where we're at.
You think it'll be at the bar tonight, maybe?
Probably not.
No.
You might find a whale at the bar.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the program. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142.
So I mentioned the whole Google thing, and it's kind of a good segue for something I did have when they're discussing with people. Like, what do you trust? What you learned in school, your education that you actually learned and even maybe paid for too if you went to college or private school, or Google? And it looks like half of Americans trust Google over what they learned in school.
That's great. Awesome. Awesome.
Yep. So, but they found out all kinds of stuff. They said Americans hate doing their taxes so much, 1 in 4 would rather spend an evening doing homework than doing their taxes.
That I can see.
According to a new survey. Yeah. Some would even rather dissect a frog, take the SATs again, or even take a calculus exam rather than do their taxes.
Because taxes to people, like when you were growing up, you always heard like pay your taxes. It's not going to be a good thing. You know, and a lot of times you do get money back, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I think people get very intimidated. You hear like the IRS is like the mob. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If, you know, IRS wants one thing, your money. I mean, you know what? I had a situation once. They sent me a letter. They called me. They said, you're paying. That's it. There's no argument. You got to pay them. That's it. Mm-hmm. They know what you have in every account. They know everything. So that's it. But it isn't anything to be scared of. But I know people who, like, when taxes come, they get, like, anxiety. I mean, you know what I mean? You just get your W-9, go get your tax return, you get it done. It's quick.
I mean, I guess if they're finagling things, maybe that's why. But, yeah, so they found out that. They said more than half admit that they trust Google more than what they learned in school. About 55% trust Google more than what they learned in school. And the average American Googles 5 basic questions every day. They said people feel like they only use about half of the information they were taught in school in their everyday lives.
I think it's less than that.
Mm-hmm. A third say that they were taught nothing at all about personal finances in their formal education.
I agree with that.
They said what they did learn was less practical information, like the definitions of equilaterals. They said scaling, isosceles, triangles, instead of financial info, they could use like the difference between a W-2 and a W-4, which is very, very true. That's accurate.
They talk about that a lot with finance with kids.
How to write a check?
Yeah. I mean, but I think for the most times, you get it from your family. You know, I remember my mom taking me to the bank for the first time to open a bank account. Mm-hmm. Like that was like a big thing. I was 12 years old. I had a ton of money stashed. They found it, and she took me to the bank. We put it in the bank. They didn't know I had the money because I was working in a pretzel factory at 12. But, you know, I mean, that's where you learn about money and everything like that. There was never a class in school or college where they, you know, hey, this is, you know, like you said, checks and balances, budget. And those are things that every day, you know,
I took in college. I took like bookkeeping basic courses in college.
That's great.
Yeah, but I don't know if they taught that in high school. No. Maybe like a little part in home ec or something. They might have thrown that in there. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I know I definitely did take a bookkeeping. I think 2 classes with that.
I think if you ask most people, I would say a high percentage, you know, when it comes to finance, are not really too knowledgeable about it. Budgeting, you know, what they can and can't afford. A lot of times they just look at, hey, I got approved for it, so I guess I can afford it. Doesn't mean necessarily you can be. Credit cards, you know, not interested. But I think that'd be a great course to teach kids at a young age.
I love that. Say 52% of Gen Z respondents could identify the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell, while only 26% could correctly define taxable income as money, property, or service you earn through work, investments, and other means. They said nearly 2/3, 63% consider themselves smarter than the average middle schooler, but 16% of both baby boomers and Gen X don't think that they are. They said that that may be why 81% of all respondents would be willing to take an adulting crash course to learn skills that are helpful for being an adult, like managing their personal finances, how to do their taxes, and home buying and mortgages.
Everything's online.
They said Americans think those topics should be taught in school, as well as workplace etiquette, how to clean, do laundry, and relationship guidance. They
Wow.
think should be things done at school.
We're going to start fresh with everything.
Yeah.
You guys don't know anything.
So that also is the same thing because we were talking about the IRS, and I did see that IRS is recently released some new guidelines, and as a result, under certain circumstances, G-Man, condoms now qualify as deductible medical expenses on your federal tax returns.
So do you have to say how many you used and when you bought them?
You don't use any, so this is not helping you.
I know, that's not good
that
for
was
me.
sarcasm, yeah. The taxpayer has to itemize their expenses, of course, and their medical costs needs to add up to more than 7.5% of their adjusted gross income. Other medical-related expenses that are deductible based on the new rules include DNA health kits, lactation supplies, all those lactation supplies you need, and doctor-prescribed smoking programs where you're trying to get rid of it. They said taxpayers who don't itemize can still use health savings, HSAs, or flexible spending accounts to cover these expenses. But
So you have to show receipts, like if you bought condoms?
Yeah, of course.
There's got to be a way around that. Doing somebody at CVS. Don't shake your head over here.
God.
Just go buy a couple packs and then you return them. A couple days.
A couple packs. We had to buy like a pallet to get a big tax break. You know what I mean? You go to the IRS, you got a problem.
What do you have like a porn star industry that you need condoms for?
You put down, you bought a pallet of condoms. See if they respond. Sir, would you like to talk about this? Yes. What's the question? You bought a pallet of condoms at CVS on North Lake Boulevard? Yes, sir.
I'm good for life.
But they have,
Brandy told me I could deduct it.
so I used to have a health savings account. I don't now, the way that I've structured my health insurance. So I no longer use it. But they have always been, if you weren't aware and you do have an HSA, they have been reimbursable for years through those. Because, you ever go to the doctor and you don't utilize so you put in the information so you get reimbursed. You can get reimbursed for condoms if you have an HSA.
Oh, I do have one.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I have one.
Or even a flexible savings account, you get reimbursed.
Yeah, I have that. And that's money like you really basically can't touch. And
we use it for medical expenses.
Yeah, and it's not, knock on wood for me, it hasn't been that much because I paid into it for a long time. So I'm going to leave that to you, actually.
Oh, thank you so much.
At least you get some cash out of the whole thing. I was going to leave Dom's something, but I forgot how to spell his name. So I'm like, who was it? What was that work with? What's the name of the producer? 877-927-6969. Are you happy news? Franny, just let us know condoms, you can deduct them. You can't do gas anymore going back and forth to work, but condoms you can do. Imagine that you say that to your accountant. You're at H&R Block. Have any deductions? Yeah, condoms right here. I bought one box in February. I like to deduct it. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Anything on the table today? It is Friday, 12:45. We have Breaking Benjamin's giveaway for you guys. It's going to be a good concert. It's next year. Later in this year, excuse me, not the following year. But that'll be at 12:45 today. Also, I had a bunch of people reach out to me yesterday and come up to me. When is the grand prize going to be picked for Greek Squid Iron? It's going to be done next week, either Wednesday or Friday. We'll let you know. We also, when we do, we did it last year, we film it live in studio. Franny's going to pick 10. We're going to have 10 names. She's going to pick one who's going to be the grand prize winner, and that'll be it. You'll win the 3 nights at the Hard Rock Casino, the golf cart, tickets to Sebastian Maniscalco, gift card to Council Oak, $200, a box of Vega Fina cigars. So there it is. But we're probably Wednesday or Friday. We're not sure which day. Franny will probably make the decision for us. She makes all the big decisions around here. But that's it is. Dom's on the phone with somebody who's probably putting a bet in. He's shaking his head. He's laughing. Too bad he's not on camera. But Dom will not be on camera 2025. Got the memo from management. Says he will not be on. He feels he should be paid more money if he's on camera, which is nice. I mean, I think you should. If you don't ask, you don't know. If you go out, would you say it's harder still for girls to go up to guys? Or do you think that they're going to pass? Like if a girl sees a guy out?
I think it's a thing of the past. I mean, it just depends.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's different. Some guys are shy, some girls are shy. Some people have confidence and they'll walk up to anybody.
And just say,
Doesn't matter what sex they are.
Yeah. Dom, would you be impressed would you think it was anything wrong if a girl came up to you and said, wow, I think you're attractive. Would you have dinner with me tonight?
No.
Would that turn you on?
I mean, I'll be interested, but I mean, are we in Vegas like you like those type of girls that come up to you?
No, stop going there. That helps the economy, by the way. Hope you understand that. No, you know how many people I put through college? And after 5 a.m., you could get a discount. No, if you're in a regular establishment, where are you working tonight, Franny?
Double Roads.
Yeah, Double Roads. Just like, and a girl saw you at the bar and came up to you and said, "Hi, would you like to have a drink with me?"
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, all right, that's what I'm asking. Would you tell her right away condoms are deductible? So, you think that's a good follow-up line for you?
What about, are you on the pill? Does that one work?
I think the condom one might be a little bit better. Ask her if she's on a pill. I don't know about that. You're assuming a lot. She buys you a drink and you buy her dinner. There it is. How about that? She says, "Let me get you a drink," and say, "You know what? How about I pay your rent?" I mean, that's impressive. I mean, I would fall for that. I was kidding.
You probably have.
Oh, yeah, I have. I was kidding the other night with some girl telling her, "What's your rent? I'll pay it." She goes, "I don't need you to pay my rent." And then 20 minutes she came back and she goes,
She's like, "Oh, hold on a second."
Yeah, she said, "My rent is $1,700." I said, "Oh, you thought about it?"
$1,700. That's a steal.
That's what I said.
In Boca too?
I
What
said,
is this? Wow.
Let's knock out 2 months.
Was she sharing an apartment?
Right?
Yippee-yi-yay. She thought 1,700 was a lot. She was like, "It's a lot." I'm like, "Okay, what is it?" She was 1,700. I said, "Wow." I said, "Do you live in Boca?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "That's not that bad." So, I mean, not great. You know, the best rent is free. That is the best rent. If you get that, then you figure out, like, this is a great place to live. I'm not paying for anything. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Panthers home tonight against the Penguins. We did have a winner last night who went down to see him against the Hurricanes, but the Panthers lost last night. Tough game for them to go see. But you know what? It was still a live hockey game in NHL. I'm sure it was a lot of fun. We'll see if that gentleman does call in. Greek Square, as far as location, is over. Like I said, the grand prize will be coming at you guys. Next week, we'll announce the winner. And there'll be a lucky gentleman I don't know. We didn't have any females. No. Did we have any females play this year? Did we have one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Last year, I think we did.
We did.
Yeah. We had that one real nice lady play.
Yeah.
Remember? I think she was from the air and she brought everybody presents.
Priscilla?
Yeah. Priscilla, yeah. Remember she came and she brought everybody down at Strikes. It was so nice. So we'll see what happens next week with the winner. And,
Could we get a golf cart photo yet?
No, stop worrying about it.
All right, fine.
Did I bring up that you're not on the camera? I got the
you
golf
do
cart.
actually quite often.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm just trying to help you with management.
I don't need no help right now, management, please.
No, actually, you don't.
I've had enough right now.
What is more nervous, when you were a kid and you got called to the principal's office, or when you're an adult and you get called, and your boss says he wants to talk to you? What do you think is worse?
The adult one.
Yeah.
Because the kid thing, you're going to be going back to school probably no matter what.
But remember, as a kid, you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're thinking as an adult and the kid. But when you were a kid and you were like, the principal wants to see you, man, that was anxiety because you thought, for me anyway.
Your name gets called, Dom, come down to the office.
Oh, yeah. They used to do it on a loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's intimidating. And everybody in class goes, ooh.
Mm-hmm. They all look at you.
Yeah, ooh. And they say something. Now, when your boss says it to you, it's a bad thing if you walk into your boss's office, I think, and there's two people there.
And they close the door.
Yeah, because two people means you're getting blown out usually, and they want a witness in case you go haywire. But if you walk in, you and your boss, and the common thing everybody always says is, should we leave this open? Because if you leave it open, it's safe. You know what I mean? It's not like a bad thing. If they say, nah, you might as well close it, that's when like that. So what do you think is more intimidating? As a kid, and you got to remember, you're thinking like a kid. You're 12, and you got to see the principal. Or when you're an adult and your boss says, I want to talk to you.
I would go with the boss still.
You think? Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I think...
Because you're a kid,
I think a kid was more worried.
Yeah, probably.
Which one?
I mean, probably a kid. Because I'm thinking... Because as a kid, you could do anything and get in trouble for it.
And then your parents find out.
And you don't even realize it, because it's not even just the principal, right? And then it's also you get the phone call to the parents. So I think there's a little bit more to it than that.
I think a kid. Yeah, because me, it would be like, oh, man, then my mother's going to get called. And then Jules would call my dad. And then he ripped my ass. And I would be like, oh, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I think a kid. And as an adult, you got some moves.
I was going to say, you may be able to talk your way out of it.
Yeah, and you got some juice. You know what I mean? Usually you have something on the boss.
Only Creek. I never have anything on the boss. Just you, man.
So why I
Remember
love
that one night?
I'm just saying, I'm not going to bring it up, but, it's something I might have to say on my way out as I go to see my attorney.
Remember that one night at the champagne room? Tootsies? Oh, man.
Oh, he was gone. He's not here no more. And ironically enough.
So does he work for the company or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ironically enough, you want to talk about like small worlds? I mean, stuff that happens to me is so, even I'm shocked. Like the one time I was on a balcony in South Beach and I dated some girl in high school and it was her balcony, which we went to her house that her boyfriend was trying to take his TV back. It was just like a crazy story. And she's like, oh my God, is that Greek on my balcony? I haven't seen a girl in 20 years. But the same guy that I was at the club with, I'm at a building and a high rise and the elevator opens up and he pops out of the elevator like 3 a.m. with some girl. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? Like,
and who's that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, hey, bro, I'm single.
He didn't see me.
No, I'm single. I can do whatever I want. But he was married. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. The elevator opens. And you know when you see somebody's face and you're like, oh, my God? Like the chances 3 a.m. in a high rise to open up an elevator, you see somebody. And I'm like, what's happening? And going down? It was just crazy.
Only you, G-Man.
Oh, yeah, only me. Just crazy. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a lot more of this and that and some pancakes, baby. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Real radio is the news junkie.
These kids at like 13 years old, they traditionally wouldn't offer them up any kind of medication to help them out with losing weight.
I was never offered anything.
What was the age that it was the worst for you? Do you remember? Like, were kids making fun of you and stuff?
36.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Expect a backup on the turnpike northbound due to a crash north of Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction on Beeline Highway, Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Attention! Guarantee Media is giving away 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel and airfare included for just $99. Here's how. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll be off to a vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. And you'll get 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel fare included. That's right. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll go on a 4-day vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name and get 4 days in the Caribbean with hotel and airfare included for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. This promotion is paid for by Guarantee Media to solicit vacation ownership sales and is not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Terms and conditions apply.
Wishing you a joyous holiday season and a happy new year to all. From Toyota of Hollywood, come celebrate with savings on over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. Like a pre-owned 2024 Toyota Corolla, not $24,000. You pay just $18,988. $18,988 for a 2024 Corolla. Save thousands more with 0% APR financing for 60 months, 0 down. That's interest-free financing for 5 full years. And if you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved. Bring your family and friends to experience our holiday wonderland at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight. APR on 24BZ4X 1667 per thousand financed on approved. Credit price includes $8.99 dealer fee plus tax, tag registration, and title. Ends 1/6/25.
Preparing to tent fumigate your home or business is stressful. With up to 29 interior and exterior preparation steps, the very success of your fumigation depends on being properly prepared. Contact ALR Fumigation Preparation and Recovery, your fumigation preparation experts. Family owned and operated, licensed and insured, specializing in comprehensive fumigation preparation throughout Palm Beach County. We prioritize safety and thoroughness to make sure your property is ready come fumigation day. ALRFumigationPrep.com, your home fumigation ready.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Woo, up top, bike shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time. Woo! Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online.
Uh-huh.
I read that 3 out of 4 adults in the United States have a high risk factor for severe COVID-19. And black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older are at high risk.
Boy, you sound like a commercial.
I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils, but remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19.
I promise if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This week on Red Pilled America, Christmas is magical, but for some it's stressful. How can we lower the stress of Christmas? To find the answer, we tell the story of a Christmas tree heist. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeart Radio app. That's Red Pilled America, a storytelling show.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
The number 6 LSU Tigers women's basketball team defeated the unranked Arkansas Razorbacks 98-64 on Thursday night behind double-doubles from Flau'jae Johnson and Anissa Morrow. Johnson had 15 points, 10 boards, while Morrow had 11 points and 10 rebounds. Morrow now has 88 career double-doubles. She's 5th all-time for double-doubles in D1 women's basketball. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card, you earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase for your business with the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/SparkCash for details.
What's up, everybody? Adnan Burke here to tell you about a new podcast. It's NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers.
Jason Demers here, and after playing 700 NHL games, I got a lot of dirty laundry to air out.
Each week we'll get together to chat about the sport that we love.
But we're not just going to be talking hockey, folks. We're talking movies, we're talking TV, food, and Adnan's favorite, wrestling. It's all on Le Table.
Listen to NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers and start listening.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you're having a good day. You're listening to 921 Real Radio, baby. Thank you so much for listening. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And of course, Francis is here.
What's up?
I am the Greek, and it is time for a Greek trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
NFL circles, a lot of people are talking about this decision. The Eagles are not supposed to play Barkley, but is he going to play? Now you know it's going back and forth. First they said maybe not. Then they said he's definitely not. Now they're saying he's not playing, but there are little speculations floating around that he may play Sunday against the Giants. We'll see what happens in that situation. Maybe they said earlier in the week they're not playing him to die out like all the talk. But if he does play, I believe he needs 111 yards. Dom, do you think he plays, or is this a smoke screen by the Eagles?
I think if he wants to play, they'll let him play. So I think he plays, maybe.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I'm about, I would say, 70% yes, he'll play.
Would you bet him is over-under, not knowing he's playing?
But if he doesn't play, it doesn't count then, right? I believe.
It probably doesn't. So. Yeah, it doesn't count if he doesn't play. I don't know. It depends where you bet. With Hard Rock, I don't think that matters.
You don't think it matters?
No, I mean, I don't think you're going to get charged for a bet if he doesn't play. Yeah, so it'd be one of those things. You can look at his over-under. His over-under's got to be over 111, I would guess.
You think it's right on the dot right there?
Or 112. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know. I think people will bet it over. If he plays, they definitely would bet it. They're also playing the Giants. Giants' defense is not that good. It's in Philadelphia. I mean, it's a great script for them. But, again, they're thinking about the playoffs, and they're thinking about the Super Bowl, and they're thinking, you know what,
he's not listed there for rushing yards.
Yeah, then he's not playing.
Yep.
So it could happen last minute.
They only have Giants. They don't have a running back for
the Eagles.
The Eagles on there.
Could be last minute. They'll put in Kevin Hart. He's a Philadelphia boy. You never know. But, yeah, that's the big question in the NFL. Mahomes did not get picked for the Pro Bowl. Some other news in the NFL, so we'll see what happens with that. Jimmy Butler and the Heat, they look like they are done. Finish. We got some audio of Jimmy talking yesterday.
What will fix it? What do you want to see happen to fix it? What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to joy back. I'm happy here, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that. Can you get your joy back here on the court? Probably not.
When he said he's happy here, I think a lot of people were like, ooh. But then he said, off the court, I'm happy. Because he likes the Miami lifestyle and the clubs and the restaurants and the weather. I think it's over. It's not telling anybody. It was over last year, I believed, in June, when Jimmy Butler had some comments and Pat Riley shot back at him and said, hey, man, you're not playing, so just shut up. Jimmy Butler missed a lot of games also last year. He missed a game, and then he was the day he sat out, one of the games he missed, he was at the tennis tournament in Miami, and that bothered a lot of people. He said he had a stomach ache. I mean, you're getting paid millions, and I'm a Jimmy Butler fan all day long. But, man, it's just like, even at work, like, people call out sick. Don't put stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. And it's been souring for a while, so we'll see what happens. I think he maybe ends up out west, maybe Dallas, maybe the Rockets. Who knows? But it looks like that relationship is done. The Final Four is finally here for college football. And it's Penn State and Notre Dame in our backyard on Thursday, and it's Texas and Ohio State. And then before you know it, the finals will be there January 20th, and we will see who the new champion is in college football 2024-2025 season. And Greek Trifecta is done, and it's sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Center. Peace.
All right, so we got a couple text messages here at 47142. Started off with Real Radio. Somebody who may just be tuning in said, Greek, how did you do on yesterday's game?
Good.
There you go. We did good.
Did you put Georgia for the second half?
Yeah, but that was in a small parlay. That was like in a big thing. Really, I was happy I didn't win that, to be honest with you, because it was a 14 parlay that I put in. I wanted to do it with Franny. I thought like we go partners, and it wasn't a big bet, but it paid $4,400, and it went 3 for 4. So when it went 3 for 4, I was like, because the person I did it with, I wouldn't want to give him any money, Carmine. When Franny was like, yeah, and then I was like, oof.
I wouldn't have done it anyway. I mean, no, because I never have bet, will I ever bet on my team. And that was part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
I don't.
All right.
But we have here, we're talking about whales. Somebody said, I've seen a beluga in a Walmart late at night. Okay. Happy New Year. So we want to get this ready. It says, Happy New Year. I was wondering if we could hear Misspeak number 3 for the number of years Steve has been with Nutter's wife. That's from Kara in North Palm Beach. So Kara's good. She knows. She knows these numbers.
Wow.
We said, Franny, did you see I could write my nipples off on my taxes? I guess kind of because the lactating things brought us to help you lactate.
Again, we're not going to be here. We can't. We'll throw it out there. You throw it against the wall. If it sticks, it sticks.
Does that mean you could get a breast enhancement and put it on there?
I don't think you can.
I don't think so. No. It's just for lactation. It says every time I'm at a retail place and I hand the young person exact change, they look at me like I'm from outer space.
Yes, they do.
When I count it out, it's true because we're talking math and there's just basic skills some people just don't know. Then let's see. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. Talking about that, what the Florida, it was a 10-year basically cold case. They couldn't find the woman who had been missing. She went out to run errands, never came back home. And they finally did find her van submerged in a retention pond. But they said, here, I recovered a van out of a canal that had been missing from the early 80s. And they said there were several people in it.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's crazy. And then, of course, I was waiting for this to happen. Somebody was asking with the whole Bill Belichick, because he's in the area in Jupiter, and G-Man thought he had a sighting of him at the Breakers. But they were wondering if he goes to the same place that Kraft went after his workouts.
No.
That parlor, you know?
No, I don't think so.
Parked Bentley outside.
Yeah. Belichick's not a Bentley guy. No way. He's so low-key.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't seem... I don't know what he drives, but I wouldn't think he drives a Bentley, but who knows? Maybe he does.
I wouldn't.
He's low key, but he's got himself a young hot girlfriend.
Well, I think she also went on social media. So you should, I'll take all people on, question our love. This is our third New Year's Eve, I guess, together.
Wow, 3 years already, huh?
I guess the first year they kept it very quiet.
Yeah. That was when the walk of shame we saw him do outside of somebody's apartment was hers, yeah.
And she said, we're in love and whatever. God bless them.
Yeah.
If they're in love, screw it. Who cares?
All right, we got Misspeak number 3 for Kara.
We do.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
But it just falls the same weekend as this weekend, which is crazy. And I could splash it on and wipe it on your face. You'd be free. You save a ton of money. Campbell's out of the soup. Right out of the can.
Yeah.
Not out of the soup. Jimmy, that was Greek.
Out the soup. Right out the soup.
I can't get a cheeseburger for $40 for an hour. This girl walks by, shows him his rack, and all of a sudden, it's Karaoke Sunday. Is this freckle porn? Bailey's?
Yeah.
Amaretto Di Serrano?
I think those are more like after dinner, though.
Well, if you have dinner early in the morning, then you have an answer.
Perfect. Well said.
I'm counting the hours at 12, bitch. Hey, if you're fishing, I hope you got some good bait on your bait. You know what I'm saying? We were out to dinner a couple years ago. Excuse me.
There's one. Let's probably hear that next week.
There it is. Franny, I know you have a topic about regrets.
Yes.
Let's ask Dominic. Do you have any regrets except for taking his job?
Not going to a bigger college. I said that before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Maybe for your master's?
Yeah. Possibly.
Where would you like to have gone?
Just, an actual, big, as big as like UF or FSU.
Okay.
Like that type of big.
The whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's not bad. I've only that one regret.
I mean, that's the one I can think of right away.
Mm-hmm. All right. Not bad. Freddie, any regrets you got top of mind?
Yeah, I think that I was in a long-term relationship, including my first marriage for a very long time at a very young age. And I wish I would have taken that time to maybe just kind of explore life, enjoy, travel more. I have all these friends in their 20s who go to Australia for a few months and live this life. And I was like, man, that would have been really cool to do stuff like that. But I'd always been in long-term relationships not to do so. And I hate to call it a regret. It is in a way, because I did enjoy my life at one point, but when I look back, I just kind of wish I would have done it differently. The big university, that would have been fun. I probably would have gotten in too much trouble though at all those parties.
Yep.
Too much trouble.
Barely pass,
Yeah, there's a few in life, and I think we all do. I love the motto, hey, let's live without regrets, but it's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
There's no, unless somebody's just yanking it and saying, oh, I have no regrets.
No.
That's not true. I mean, I think one of my biggest ones is not having kids. There's no doubt about it.
It's not too late, G-Man.
I know.
Exactly.
I know. People tell me that all the time, but it is. I don't have much time left, so, I mean, honestly. I think the over-under is 3.5
That's it?
weeks.
Wow.
Weeks.
Start looking for a new job?
No way. You're stable in this company. They love you more than me.
So this is Americans do have a lot of regrets. They do. A lot of regrets, and we make a lot of bad decisions. I know I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life, but
they were by other things.
So next time you're on the fence about something, remember that you're not alone, right? We tend to regret the things a lot more as things that you didn't do more of, right? And I'll let you know what I'm talking about. They regret more things they didn't do more of than things that they have actually done. And it's a pretty common part of life, having regrets. And I understand. So if you say, oh, never have, nobody believes you. But a lot of Americans feel bad about missed opportunities, including little things like not speaking up at certain points where they felt like they should have, not visiting friends or family enough. Then that's what I mean more of. Like instead, I wish I would have done this more. I wish I would have seen my mom more. I wish I would have seen that. Also, not pursuing their dreams. They claim here during their lifetime, Americans miss an average of 3 chances to take a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Ooh. 3. 4 lost opportunities to ask their crush out, and have 6 instances of not having the perfect comeback in an argument. And those are one of those 2. After you're done or whatever the argument.
You know what I should have said?
That's what I should have said.
Then you text the person.
Or it was already over. They're like, what?
2 days later, you're like, hey.
But I guess that, the once-in-a-lifetime trip, lost opportunities to ask out their crush, right? And then you guys never got together. So I can see how people will look back at that as a regret. When it comes to things that they regret doing, spending money or buying something tops the list. So I don't know if you regret necessarily not. I think you spent too much money on something that you probably shouldn't have.
The last 10 days, I could have went to Greece.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
First class.
Followed by fighting with loved ones.
Oh, I hate fighting.
And making an unnecessary comment to somebody.
Yeah, sometimes you could do that. Like even kidding around, you know what I mean? You just cross the line.
Yep.
And somebody could really get hurt. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
They also regret on average of 5 angry texts and 2 breakups throughout their lives.
Text messages, you got to be careful. I mean, I always tell people, like, if you're texting people and you're mad at them, be careful what you write. Because, I don't know, it just seems to me so much stronger when you could read it. Mm-hmm. And the person looks it over and looks it over and looks it over. Like when management texted me today and said, don't come to work today. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, that hurts.
So then it's also goes from regrets to bad decisions. They say when it comes to bad decisions, Americans are almost twice as likely to make a bad decision at night. Oh, right? Than in the morning.
Well, does that have to do with sex and drinking?
Maybe. They say the regrets are also higher at night, including, well, some are not going to bed in a decent hour. You regret that the next day because you feel groggy, tired. They said eating too much late at night and bickering with loved ones at night. Mm-hmm. They said the bad choices like this also impact them the next day and put you in a bad mood. And that's why you have the regret, I guess, from what you did at night. Leaving them unprepared to tackle the day or keeping them from dealing with the day's responsibilities. So, but not all bad decisions lead to regret. The ones Americans say have been worth it, their bad decisions, include staying up late with friends, having fun. Yeah. They thought it was worth it. Quitting a job.
If you have another one.
Taking a chance, trying a new food, moving to a new place, and going to a concert or sporting event on a weeknight. They did not regret that bad decision.
Now, did you go to high school here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Franny and I know. Obviously, she's from Georgia. I'm from Jersey originally. They talk about that. Like, if you just stayed, you know what I mean? Somebody who chance will be like somebody who just picks up because I'm going to move because it's difficult to move to a different state.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, if you have a job, it's different, and it's still hard. I mean, it still is, where you're picking up, you're moving, you don't really know anybody. And it's usually people who like to take chances and, throw caution to win. Also, maybe you don't have a family or kids because then, you really can't take chances. You hear a lot of people say that, like, when they get older, I was married young, I had kids, I couldn't really, you got to support. You can't go like, hey, I want to go chase my dreams and I want to be an astronaut and eat Skippy peanut butter. I mean, you can't do that if you got a family. But
maybe the second part.
Yeah, you might be able to.
You can still do that. You can still eat Skippy peanut butter. So it says, hey, G, I thought your biggest regret was not hooking up with Merv Griffin. That's what we got on the text line.
Hey, I should have hooked up with Merv Griffin. I should have. Today I would. I don't know if you know who Merv Griffin is, Dom. He's a famous TV host, gazillionaire. He started Wheel of Fortune, owned the Beverly Hills Hotel, Beverly Hills Hilton. Big money. Hit on me years ago, and I sort of turned him down. But today...
Yeah, he's very much dead, though, so.
Yeah.
P. Diddy.
Oh, no.
He wanted you to. He was the P. Diddy for you.
Yeah. Today, put me in the lineup. You know what they say? If you know now what you didn't know then, you would know now. That's what it's all about.
It's true. It's confusing.
The Merv Griffin thing was a tough one. But I really didn't even know what I was getting into, if not for my dad, who called me and said, he plays for the other team. And I didn't really know because I was supposed to go to his house. He invited me to his house, and I was staying at the Beverly Hills Hilton, and he was having a party, and I didn't know. I had no clue. I was out there being an actor, doing my thing, and as most actors stayed in little apartments, I was staying in the Beverly Hills Hilton, and he said, I'm having a party tonight, come to my house, and because my dad called me, and I almost didn't get the phone. I still remember exactly the time when I had on everything. He goes, "What? You can't go there. What's wrong with you? He plays for the other team." And I'm like, and he was a voice that I heard twice in my life with him, like that he was that serious. He goes, "You're not going." And I'm like, I met his wife today at lunch. I had no clue. But my whole life would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. And I wouldn't have got to meet you. I mean, come on. And of course, Franny, come on. Changed my life. Come on. Regrets, if you guys got any. Like turn on the radio today. 877-937-6969. Any regrets, let us know. And everybody's got regrets. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says, even though they say, like some people would say, financial things. Like, I should have put more money in Apple or Uber or something like that.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, something like that. Anything. You might be, if you play the stocks. But there might be something in there where you say, hey, it could have been a job you passed on that you might have thought about. Maybe it's somebody in your love life. Like I called off my first engagement when I was very young, and that was a big mistake. That was probably the only girl who really loved me. I can honestly say that. Who really was there for me. Biggest mistake I probably made. And Merv Griffin, obviously. And not betting the Chiefs bigger last year in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs is okay because I get another shot every year. Mm-hmm. So it's not like, you can't get another shot. You just go, okay, this year I'm going to do it again. But give us a call or text us at Real Radio 47142. Biggest regrets. And don't be ashamed. Everybody's got them.
Oh, yeah. You can be anonymous, too.
Yeah, you don't do it. I mean, you can give us a call and say biggest regret. But, everybody's got regrets. People say they don't. They're full of it. Just like gamblers say, I'm about even. No, you're not. Any gambler tells you about even, that means they've gotten their ass kicked. Believe me. So if you have a regret, call us and let us know, and we can work through it. And maybe you could still get it done. You know what I mean? Like I think my regret over the vacation, I should have went to Greece. I really should have.
I mean, you've been talking about going for years and years and years.
I know.
And instead you bounced from Miami and here and spent what you said, double the amount you would have.
Probably triple.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. But again, you got to go with somebody special. You know what I mean? And that Dom was busy. You didn't answer my text. Management didn't call me back.
You were taking management?
Someone special. So nobody believes that.
Also, successful people, you have to have, like, somebody that you're opposed. You know what I mean? Because it gets you up every day. Like, I'm going to show them I'm going to kick their ass today. So for me, it's management.
I like that.
It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't like them. It's just I have to have an opponent. So they're my opponent. That's all. And a lot of times I don't really see eye to eye with their decisions, but it's fine.
Oh, man.
It's a show. Come on. I'm kidding. 877-927-6969.
Oh, there's the boss pulling me in the office.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. He's not going to. He loves you. The boss loves you, his friend. He does. He does but me, he tolerates. It's a different. I mean, and that's fine. You know what I mean? So it doesn't bother me.
25 years of tolerating you. That's a long time.
He hasn't been my boss 25 years.
Oh, I'm just saying, iHeart.
I was going to say, yeah, but there's been a lot of bosses.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
I meant iHeart.
That have come and gone.
Oh,
Remember, but Greek has been a constant.
I'm just saying, Elton John. No, he's a good guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. But I do know he likes you and Franny better, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we have fake conversation. Like, hey, how you doing? How was your holiday? It's fake. It's not real, but it's cool. I'm fake back. Hey, how you doing? How's the wife? Nobody cares, but it works out. It is the Penthouse.
I can't. Can we go to commercial?
Yes, it's time.
It's time for a little hula-lua. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Looking at a pretty decent drive here along your Expressways 95 and the Turnpike, currently accident-free. We'd have some police activity here on Southern Boulevard eastbound before Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your right lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of how the iPhone, radar, and TV dinners changed the world. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
The holidays are a blast, but the financial hangover, that can be a huge bummer. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast, and if you are dreading the new statement email that reveals the massive balance that you've racked up, well, you could use our help.
Totally. So How to Money is dedicated to helping you make sense of your personal finances so you can ditch your pesky credit card debt, you can crush your other financial goals, and feel more in control of your money.
Listen to How to Money on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search How to Money and start listening.
Duffy's Sports Grill is the place to be to catch all your favorite sports action. Duffy's is voted the best year over year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, barbecue baby back ribs, and 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember,
at Duffy's, our game is always on.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 561-390-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
After a storm, the last thing you need is to be taken advantage of. Scammers prey on vulnerable homeowners by promising quick fixes, but are never seen again once they've taken your money. Before you hire anyone for storm-related repairs, protect yourself by searching for a licensed contractor through the Disaster Contractors Network at rebuildrightfl.com. Help strengthen our communities and rebuild right. This message is brought to you by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation and the Florida Association of Broadcasters.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Finally.
Presets? Love it.
Just like my car.
The new and improved iHeartRadio app is finally here with new features like presets, a live radio dial, scan, and more.
This is a great update.
Don't wait. Open the free, new, and improved iHeartRadio app now.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins of CBS 12 News. Sunny and pleasant this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Clear and chilly tonight, but temperatures return to the 40s inland and 50s up the coast by the start of Saturday morning. Temperatures will remain in the 60s through Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies through the day.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
New year, new mini plans for spring training at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Purchase a 3-game mini plan for Marlins Mondays or Cardinals Tuesdays starting at just $75. 4-game and 6-game packs available starting at $100. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com to learn more.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Today is January 3rd, in case you didn't know. By the way, 2025, man. What a ring to that, huh? Got to play that in the Pick 4. I'm sure a lot of people are 2025. Straight in box. What do you know? It is the Penthouse on a Friday. 12:45 is your chance to win tickets to a concert that you will enjoy. Dominic's in the house.
What's the name of the band?
Benjamins.
Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamins.
There you go.
All right, good. Breaking Benjamins. That's why you're here. I mean, you know, to add. It's like making a cake. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason why you're here, Tom.
Feels like it sometimes.
You know, like you throw the things in the ingredients. You need somebody else to come over your shoulder and say, hey, how about some more pepper? It's awesome. Franny's
Bam!
here. Bam! Franny's here.
What's going on?
What are the odds on me going to see Franny with two of my friends who are flying in tonight to West Palm at 8:05?
It's not happening.
You don't think so?
No way.
PBI, she's in what, Jupiter area?
But they're going to Orlando tomorrow. So they want to stay up here. So I got a couple places I could take them up here. But I think it'd be nice to see Franny. And they always said they want to meet my boss. I think it'd be great. What do you think? She said there's some talent there.
Hey, you might be able to get your friends really drunk then. Be a good night.
Oh, getting drunk is no problem. They don't like to go in her pocket. So that won't be a problem. We'll see. I don't know. It might be, and I would probably shock her if I walked in. She'd be like, oh my God, what are you doing here?
100%. I'd be like, oh my God, what are you doing here? I don't know if it's your. I don't know if it's your seed.
No.
No.
Would you make like you didn't know me, like most times when you're in public? I'm like, hey, I work.
Can I get a drink? A water?
Can I get a drink? I work with you 4 hours a day for the last 16 years. Can't you say hi? How about some fun facts?
It's Freddy's Fun Facts.
All right, January 3rd, all day long, which means it's National Chocolate Covered Cherry Day. It's also, let's see on here, Festival of Sleep Day. Missed that memo.
You're so fun.
Says cancel your plans and plump on your pillow for, we've got the dreamiest ideas for catching some Z's. Drinking Straw Day, Fruitcake Toss Day. I know that means like you just toss it around or you just toss it away. It's Humiliation Day. Let your pride go and be free to accept other people and their differences.
That's right, Dom. Don't be so judgmental.
And today, January 3rd, is Women in Rock.
Ooh.
Women who rock, all right? So they claim here, according to these facts, that the queen of rock and roll was dubbed to be Tina Turner. They said that she earned the title with her electrifying stage presence and powerhouse vocals, selling over 100 million records worldwide. They said that she was also one of the first female artists to sell out stadiums globally. Speaking of women in rock, Joan Jett in the Hall of Fame, she was inducted Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2015, but they said she first gained fame as a teenager in the Runaways, one of the earliest all-female rock bands. By the way, I know that they're trying to change the name. They've been fighting to change the name, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because they're like, all these people are getting inducted who aren't in rock.
Okay.
So they've been wanting to change it to just like music or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have denied it so far.
Oh,
so
really?
It's going to continue to be, yes.
I know a lot of people have said that. I've heard that. Even Dolly Parton, when she was going in, she was talking about it. Cher. Do you think they should change the name?
I mean, it really is more than just rock music.
Yeah. What do you think, Domster?
Yeah, I think they should change the name.
What would you call it?
Maybe just instead of just music.
Yeah, the Music Hall of Fame.
All right.
Yeah.
There's 3 votes for it.
The godmother of rock and roll may not have heard of her, but a sister, Rosetta Tharpe, often overlooked, was a pioneer in blending gospel and electric guitar riffs. Her style influenced legends like Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, and even Little Richard. They said Fleetwood Mac's secret weapon, Stevie Nicks. They said the front woman of Fleetwood Mac is the only woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Once as a member of the band and once as a solo artist.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Debbie Harry, I'm a huge fan of Blondie. They say Debbie Harry was, and they're actually coming out with a new album this month, I believe, was one of the first female punk icons. Her Blondie's genre-defying music helped introduce punk, disco, and hip-hop to mainstream audiences.
You got any Blondie in the system there, Dom?
Let me look.
They say Janis Joplin was one of the first women to front a rock band in the late 60s, paving the way for countless female rockers. Her raw and emotional performances broke stereotypes of how women should and look and, should sound and look in music, they said. We also have a few more here for women in rock. Bands like Bikini Kill, and I'm sure you know all them, right, were central to the Riot Girl movement of the 90s, combining punk rock with feminist activism. There you go. Like Bonnie's solid. They said Alanis Morissette is a record breaker. Her album, Jagged Little Pill, became one of the best-selling albums by a female artist in history, with over 33 million copies sold worldwide. She looks great. She was on the countdown for New Year's Eve. Did you see her?
No, I didn't.
Performing? Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's just a fantastic artist, vocalist. She's really, really good. Somebody else here who they said had milestones. Melissa Etheridge broke ground in rock music as one of the first openly gay female artists to achieve mainstream success. And then finally here, women in rock today, January 3rd. As of 2023, only 8% of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees are women, highlighting both their contributions and the ongoing need for recognition in the industry. Only 8%. And there you go for January 3rd, Women in Rock Day.
Thank you very much. Good job, and good job with you finding a Blondie for us. You got anything else or just that song?
What do you like from Blondie? I got a couple.
I'll let you select it. Go ahead. It's a jukebox and it's your quarter.
Oh, this is a great song, too. Tide is high. G-Man's like, I'm just trying to find some filler so I can not talk.
I'm tired today. I got home 5 o'clock.
I see that.
No,
yeah.
I'm not.
He's like texting. He's like, can you play some music so I can be on my phone?
I don't do that.
Professional as always.
At least when we're done with this great journey that we have, and we have a long way to go, you can think back and you'll be like, how was it to work with him? It's unique.
Different. Very, very different.
So, Dom, you're in 3 months now. How is it to work? What do you think? How is it to work with us? Franny, easy, hard for me?
The tide is high. That's what I'm going to say with that one.
That reminds me of the insurance commercial. I love them. Dr. Pepper does a hell of a job with college game
College
day.
Game Day? Oh,
I
yeah.
love their commercials. They do. But is it Progressive? Man, that's the part that sucks. I don't know what commercial. Maybe Allstate. Now they're doing a lot of college things.
Yeah.
And it's funny. And the guys from Alabama are going out. The guy's going, high tide.
Oh, yeah.
High tide.
Yeah. And she's like,
The guy's like, it's roll tide.
yeah. That is hilarious. That's
It's roll tide.
I like the same ads too, where he's like the Airbnb, the house, and the girl, like he's in the hot tub. He's like, you can only take showers 5 minutes. It's pretty funny.
Then you got Dion and Nick Saban with
Affleck.
Affleck.
Yeah. It's pretty unique things. Again, they're getting personalities that, you know what, are going to hit the button of people. But I think most people are like Franny. Like, what's the insurance company's name? You know, that's not great. Because the name should stick with you. I don't know it either. But I don't pay attention at all. So
Affleck.
Affleck. One of the things that everybody looks forward to doing every day or tries to do is be happy. You can keep a calendar home and maybe put a red and green spot. It's what my brother says to those therapists. If you're in a relationship that you're not sure about, maybe look back on it at the end of the month and say this is a green day or a red day. Obviously green for positive, red for not. But even to be happy is a good thing that people say. And I always believe you got to be happy with yourself. I know you have a topic about ways that you can be happier in 2025.
I do.
I have some ways too.
47142 started off with Real Radio quickly. It says, one of my big regrets, because we were talking about regrets, bad decisions, is that I chose to get a job and think about going to college instead of just going when I had the opportunity right out of high school. It says, my other regret is that Greek doesn't pronounce the H in huge. Huge. I don't know if that's a regret on your end.
Huge.
All right. So, yes.
Sometimes I'm amazed I got through life myself, to be honest with you.
So, yes, there are ways, according to science, and G-Man, he can give us Greek's ways of being happy.
Oh, I can
These are the 8 ways to be happier in 2025. No one ever goes into a new year hoping to be miserable, right? At least you hope not.
No.
Some people do live their life miserable, and they're okay with it. If they did, they said they wouldn't be much fun to hang out with, right? So if you're looking for that whole new route to happiness, here are 8 scientifically proven tips to get you started.
I'm writing these down, so good.
But I thought you had your own.
I'm writing my own.
Embrace your friendships and make them more of a priority than you did before.
Yeah, really.
Why are you pointing at me?
Yeah.
I do embrace my friendships. I love my friends.
Okay, I guess I'm not there.
I have a very good circle. They say place new value on shared happiness in your relationship. Take some time to volunteer with a cause that's important to you. Actually, I want to do a little bit more of that this coming year. That's the thing I do want to do. Take some time. I already said that one. Connect with relatives and take time to understand your ancestry. No, you don't want to connect with relatives?
Or the ancestor. I don't know. What the hell are they going to do for me? I'm doing more for them.
But to know where you came from?
My parents. They made a mistake.
I've always wanted to do one of those, and I know it just tells you lineage, but I always wanted to do one of those, like 23andMe's or whatever. Is that what it's called? 23andMe?
Are they expensive?
Like $99, right?
Yeah, not too bad. Sometimes they have sales.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do one of those. Write a list of things you're thankful for or happy about, or things that are future goals.
Okay.
Fun activities are a must. Schedule, anticipate, and cherish them. That's what they say. Yes, you can be spontaneous, but it's nice to look forward to something, right? Whether it's a vacation or even something that you're doing 2 weeks from now that's local or whatever. You're just excited about it.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, if you
Fun
don't
activities.
have that, that's something I lack. Like, I don't get excited about anything. Like, if I had something like, ooh, I'm excited about that. Gee whiz.
Just go to the Orange Bowl. You could be excited about that.
Nah, I've done that a million times. I'm only going to go because I have to go.
So that's the thing. Like, a lot of things that you do a lot. So find something different.
Okay.
That could be exciting.
Archery.
Sure. Take time to do nothing and just be, they say.
Dom. You have that down pat.
Gee, man, you're great too.
I knew she was coming after
Take
me.
time,
So that's why I went there.
Yeah.
Because it was so difficult that she was going to crack me and says I don't do anything. Oh, my God.
But I just say, but just be. Just take time. It's okay to just be every now and then.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that you always bounce. Sometimes just hang out at your house and just do just nothing.
Just sad. I'm
melt on
lonely.
your couch, watch TV, enjoy your time there.
Yeah, I had little Joseph's last night, little pasta all alone.
And this is a weird one. Make an effort to ditch the caffeine. This is one of the 8 ways to be happier in 2025. But we hear all these things like caffeine's good for you, caffeine's bad for you. Caffeine actually makes me happy. And I mean my coffee in the morning. I don't need it after that. I don't really drink sodas or anything. But yeah, that was one of the top 8.
I would think in our country that is one of the top things that a high percentage of people do. The things that drink coffee. Like I mean,
every country. It's huge. It's huge in Panama. It's huge in Europe. I mean, that's just one of our pleasures.
Just look how big Starbucks got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people don't realize, like, even kids, they like Starbucks, they thought was for here forever. They were. Starbucks first came out and people were like, coffee's going to be $3. People laughed. They were like, yeah, right.
The most empty I have ever seen a Starbucks, because there's all these other different places, was at the airport in Panama City, Panama.
Really?
Wow.
Because I know when we went to get our flight, left from Miami. We got up at like 3:30 in the morning and we drove down and I was like, I need a coffee because we didn't have time to make it at home. So we went to the airport. And the line was insane for Starbucks.
At that time, yeah.
Insane. It was probably like 6:30. Insane. And so we're going to miss our flight. So we didn't. So we ended up going on the plane. We got a cup of coffee on the plane, which was not as good. But then when we go to the airport in Panama, and we landed in the morning there, and we left, we left a little bit later. But either way, not one person in line. But at their little other local coffee places that they have in the airport, so busy. It's like they just don't care about it. But in the States, it's everything. It's our fuel.
Yeah, Starbucks is more so than Dunkin' a lot of times. Like you see it. I mean, I still think Dunkin's more, let's say, average person. And I think Starbucks, I know a lot of people spend a lot. I'm not a Starbucks guy, never have been. Once in a while, I'll go there for a cappuccino. That's it. But I'm Dunkin' Donuts every day.
All right, G-Man, so give us your list.
Okay, things that made me happier in 2025. Somebody paid my mortgage. Somebody paid my car. Somebody paid my car insurance. Somebody paid my American Express bill. Somebody to pay my Hard Rock app when I'm negative, which is nice. Somebody to pay for escorts, which is always good.
You're just looking for a sugar daddy.
Of course. Who is it?
So that's why just a sugar daddy. Got it.
It's like that girl in Miami that one night, she's sitting at Prime 112. She goes to me, I'm looking for a guy with money. I said, so am I, honey. Move over. I got a better ass than you. Basically looking for somebody.
Okay, looking for a sugar daddy. Got it.
Yeah, to pay for, not all my bills. I'll take care of my water bill. I don't want to be that guy. I'll still pay cable. And,
for the extra, sports channels, NFL package.
I'll be like my girls were with me. They paid like the cable bill and I got everything else. Kelly, I love her to death. We lived in the city. That was her job. She goes, I pay cable and that's it. And she used to walk to the cable company and pay it. And then there were some months that we missed. I come home and I put the TV on. I'd be like, did you forget the cable, babe? And she's like, oh my God, I had so much to do today. The gym was packed. I had to get a pedicure. I was at Barney's. I said, okay, it's understandable. So anything that could make you happier in 2025. How about you, Dom? Anything that you think of off the top of your head? Win more bets?
Win more bets.
Drink more?
Not drink. I would say the...
Smoke more pot?
That helps keep you, a little happy for sure.
Now, do you have a routine every day with marijuana? Do you have to start your day off with that or no?
Just more like a go to bed and get home to relax.
Okay, but not during the day. Like you're not in the back of the building blowing out a joint.
No, I'm not.
Goodness.
Okay. I mean, because I saw you that one day. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
So, Franny, what about you? Anything in 2025 that can make you happier?
Be right back. I'm going to go smoke a joint.
See ya. Anything to make I think
happier.
I think in all, I think obviously making more money would make a lot of people happier, right?
Goes
that
on
would
my
be
list.
a thing.
Good health.
Traveling places that you've never been to. Yeah, there's a lot of things.
That's why I might come to your place tonight, Jupiter. What's it called? Triple D's? Double D's? Double D's.
And it's not double D's.
Okay.
Double roads.
Yeah, I'll be like, look it up. My buddy will be like, what is it? I go, Google it. Look it up.
He's going to end up at that strip club on Southern.
It used to be.
Double D's,
It's not there anymore.
Yeah. It used to be Double D's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's still a strip club.
Yeah.
But I don't
Aura.
What's it called?
Auras, I think.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that. Yeah. What would make you happier in 2025? How about a raise?
Yeah, as I said, making more money. Yeah.
You're making more money?
I think that makes a lot of people happier.
Doing less and getting paid more? Always a good thing. Good thing to do, something to focus on. Not that it happens too much. But let us know if you have anything that would make you happier, you think, in 2025. Maybe finding real love.
There you go.
There it is. I mean, that's a good thing. Trying to think. Miami Heat to show you Jimmy Butler, so I don't have to read about it every day.
Yeah, definitely spending more time with family. I mean, I do. I'm very fortunate I do. But with my mom gone, she was here a few times, but I went only. Man, I don't even know if I flew out to Puerto Rico last year. Last thing I think it was Thanksgiving of last year. But she was here 3 times, so I would definitely want to make it more of a point to fly out to go see her.
All right, you can make that happen.
Yeah.
You can look at flights down the road to save some money.
Yeah, of course.
So, like 6
Just a
months
weekend
ahead.
trip, yeah.
2025. What can make you happier? If you guys have anything in Texas, or you could call us at what's the number? 877. Oh, 977. What is
No,
it?
it's 877-927-6969.
There it is. That's the number.
That's it.
It's only been 20 years.
And that's the number you're going to call at 12:45. So make sure that you set your alarm clock for 12:45 because that's when we do our prize giveaway on a Friday. And we got what, G-Man?
Breaking Benjamin tickets.
Nice job, buddy. Yeah, we got tickets to go see Breaking Benjamin. That is the Awaken the Fallen tour. And let's just say the headliner is Stained with Breaking Benjamin for the Awaken the Fallen tour. That is May 14th, I think, Financial Amphitheater. So we'll be giving away those tickets at 12:45.
So Pete Davidson, if you're not familiar with him, he's a comedian, and he was on Saturday Night Live for a long time, and he's dated some very attractive women. And he said the last time in an interview that he didn't like to be known for that, but he was, and it's just obvious. But he did say when he was dating Kim Kardashian, we're going to throw this over to Dominic in a minute, he felt threatened for his life every day by Kanye, and it caused major anxiety for him, and he thought he was going to get injured, was almost afraid to leave the house. Dom, if you were dating somebody and their ex was like, I'm going to kill you, would you still date them?
Yeah.
If you thought the threat was real, because obviously he did, and Kanye obviously he threatened your life. Got to take it pretty serious.
Yeah, I still date them.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he should have got the tattoo with the kids' names on it. That probably pissed him off a little.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make a difference, Dom? Because to me, it would. Because I've dealt with people who have crazy ex-girlfriends too. Does it make a difference, like, if you just started dating them? Because to me, if I did, and I just started dating them, and I'm getting all these threats, and these people are just infiltrating my life and just making it really uncomfortable, not worth it.
That's right. That's what I think.
Not worth it to me.
If it's that much, then yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, but like death threats to me is enough. And that's what I'm saying. Like if the death threats started happening maybe months into our relationship and I've already fallen very hard and we're exclusive and in love, then that's a little bit difficult. But in the beginning, when we're just started dating and I'm already getting this, in my head I'm going, is this going to be the rest of our relationship?
Sure.
Like, is this going to be a problem?
See, in our case, like a regular person, yeah I'd be worried.
Yeah.
But if I was Pete Davidson worried about Kanye, I'd be like, all right, he's doing it for the press. And
yeah, but he's got juice, Kanye. Don't think he doesn't have fans and people out there,
So does Pete Davidson.
Oh, yeah. Pete Davidson got, come on, let's be honest. That's a whole different line. I don't know. I mean, it was an interesting article and him being interested. I mean, being honest that he was threatened. He felt threatened.
If the two got in a ring, who would win?
What?
If the two of them got in a ring, who would win?
I would say Kanye.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think because Pete Davidson's a pretty big guy. I think
He's got some reach on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those situations. I met Pete Davidson. I told you he was a place in Boca with me. He's a very thin guy, nice guy, but I don't know. I mean, if you're worried, if you're saying that you didn't want to leave your house, you're worried. I mean, that's bad. Now, not that he had to leave his house because he's got her and everything like that, but he said he felt Kanye sabotaged their relationship and he felt threatened for his life. And I'm sure he got calls from Kanye, too, or people that knew Kanye, that knew him and got his number and said, I'm going to kill you. You know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, if you get your life on the line, you might be like, Kim's hot, but are you that hot?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's worth risking your life over it. But he was really into her. He did say that, that he felt the relationship was sabotaged by Kanye, and he thought it could have worked out. But it didn't, and he's with somebody else, and supposedly she's banging around, too, now. But I think when somebody threatens your life, that's pretty serious. You got to take that as serious situation. Is that worth a piece of ass? I don't know. I think Franny puts a great point. If you're dating somebody for a while, and you're into them and they're with you for a while, 6 months, a year, yeah. In the beginning, you get a lot of static. You're like, I don't know if I want to go over this bridge, to be honest with you. There's another one 20 minutes down the road. 877-927-6969. Regrets that you guys have had. Maybe you had some today. Maybe you had some yesterday. New Year's Eve, you might be like, man, I have a regret. Vikings and Lions, who's going to win Sunday night? The one who wins has such a huge advantage. The Vikings are 9-1 to win the Super Bowl. If they win on Sunday night, that odds will drop tremendously. So if you like the Vikings and you think they can win, you bet them today or tomorrow.
What do you think about Sam Darnold? You think he's going to leave?
No.
You think he'll stay?
Yeah. No, not if they have good success in the playoffs. They won't let him leave. Even though they got McCartney, no. It'd be crazy to let him go. I mean, they're 14-2. I don't know how many years they've had 14 games they've won. I don't know if they've ever had a season of 14. They have a chance to be 15-2. I mean, you might not like him, and a lot of people think he's like not the maybe the typical quarterback,
the household name.
Yeah, but the guy's had great success.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't 15-2, even if he loses at 14-3. Man, that's a tremendous year. I mean, people thought he was out of football.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, at one time, Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield were on the Carolina Panthers, and they were making Baker Mayfield run scout team as a wide receiver. Shows you what that organization. And now they're both doing great. A lot of times you change teams, just like in life. You know what? Certain situations, you get into a different one, and all of a sudden, everything's a little brighter.
And Baker spanked the Panthers the other day, too.
Oh, yeah. Don't think he didn't think that.
Oh, yeah.
I root for Baker. I liked him. I was pissed at him in the Rose Bowl years ago. It cost me money. But he had a bad situation with his father and his brother. Were supposed to score like $12 million. So I root for him. I'm glad he got a contract. And I liked his commercials. When he used to do his commercials when he was with the Browns. He's not that old. He's been around like a lot of different teams. The Rams, the Carolina, obviously Cleveland, now Tampa. So
when did he get drafted? Like 2016, I think? 2017?
Around then. Not off, but he was first rounder for the Browns. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Friday getting ready for our first weekend of 2025. What are you doing, bitches? Let us know. And if you have any regrets, call us. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
These kids at like 13 years old, they traditionally wouldn't offer them up any kind of medication to help them out with losing weight.
I was never offered anything.
What was the age that it was the worst for you? Do you remember? Like, were kids making fun of you and stuff?
36.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Your drive in Palm Beach County this afternoon is looking good as expressways are crash-free. If you're traveling on the Turnpike or I-95 in either direction, your commute is up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
This week on Red Pilled America, Christmas is magical, but for some it's stressful. How can we lower the stress of Christmas? To find the answer, we tell the story of a Christmas tree heist. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America, a storytelling show.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach. Attention! Guarantee Media is giving away 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel and airfare included for just $99. Here's how. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll be off to a vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. And you'll get 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel fare included. That's right. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll go on a 4-day vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name and get 4 days in the Caribbean with hotel and airfare included for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. This promotion is paid for by Guarantee Media to solicit vacation ownership sales and is not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo.
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
Trust Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Sunny and pleasant this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Clear and chilly tonight, but temperatures return to the 40s inland and 50s at the coast by the start of Saturday morning. Temperatures will remain in the 60s through Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies through the day.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
2025 is here, and so is the new and improved free iHeartRadio app. It's everything you love about radio in the palm of your hand. The live radio dial, presets, scan, even lyrics. And iHeartRadio has all your favorite artists' playlists and podcasts, too. Anytime, anywhere. Kick off the new year with the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Get it today.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is back in The Penthouse on a Friday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio 921. Thank you, guys. I hope you're having a good week. I know some people are back at work, some people are not, but Happy New Year. When do you stop saying Happy New Year? Monday? Maybe that's it. That's the last day. Still say Happy New Year to somebody. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Final Four is set in college football. It is Notre Dame and Penn State in our backyard. That's right. It's at the Hard Rock Stadium. And then you got Ohio State and Texas. It is the Final Four in college football. And the conclusion, big word, will be the 20th of January. And that will be the final game. We'll see what happens. But we do have the Orange Bowl next Thursday. And that'll be a great game, Penn State and Notre Dame. If you want tickets, I would suggest getting them sooner than later. Notre Dame does travel well, and I think the ticket prices will be up there and very expensive. Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler look like they are about it. This could be it. These are last steps of the relationship. I know he's got some audio, Dom, of Jimmy Butler talking about the Heat situation.
What will fix it? What do you want to see happen to fix it?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to joy back. I'm happy here, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
There it is. Not a good sign. Jimmy Butler and the Heat and Pat Riley. Good relationship. Got us to the finals. Jimmy Butler's a stud, but it looks like they are going to part ways. Panthers are home tonight. You can hear the game on Real Radio as they take on the Penguins. Last night they did lose to the Hurricanes. And this weekend is the last weekend in the NFL. This is it. And the Dolphins are still alive. The Dolphins need to beat the Jets. And Denver lose to Kansas City. We'll see what happens. And does Miami limp into the playoffs with no Tua? Tua is banged up with his hip, and I don't even know if he'd be ready next week for the playoffs, so we'll see what happens. Or as a Dolphin fan, you're just saying, you know what, let's just end this and try to get a better draft pick. We'll see what happens, but it'll be interesting no matter what. And Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Polar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach and the Cove Shopping Plaza. Don, we have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Anthony on the phone.
Anthony, what's up, Anthony?
Hey, what's up, G? First thing before I get to what I call it for, is there going to be locker room tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, then. So I'll call you tomorrow then.
That's it? You want to say hi?
I was like, okay.
You want to say hi? I mean, what's going on? How was your New Year?
I'm gonna be at Prime on Saturday at 7.
New York Prime?
Yeah.
Whoa, you baller! All right, I'll try to stop by and say hi.
Yeah, I want you to come out. White tux. Maybe you could sing a little Sinatra.
I'm not going to have a white tux on, and I won't be singing Sinatra, but remind me tomorrow, and I will do my best to stop in and say hi to you and your girl. So let me know. It's right in my backyard. It's not hard, and I'm always there anyway.
Don't be afraid to make me look like a big shot, though. Don't be afraid.
So how can I make you look like a big shot? Pick up your tab?
Maybe come over to the table, do a little David Blaine magic,
All right, I'll make you look good. I'll make sure that, I'm not going to say it on the air, but you can tell Dominic your last name or what the reservation's on, and I'll make sure I talk to Nick Woods, my buddy, the GM there, and make sure they treat you a little special. They treat everybody great, but we'll make sure we put a little bit more coffee in the coffee cup for you. How's that?
I'll call you. All right, I'll call you tomorrow.
Any special occasion?
It's our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
That's nice. Well, happy anniversary.
Well, that is awesome. That is great. All right, I'm going to definitely try to stop by and check you out.
Yeah, pretty.
All right, buddy.
Tomorrow.
All right, peace. Oh, no, that's so nice. 1-year anniversary. I remember when he met that lovely lady, And now they're on their way to stardom, love, and happiness. 877-927-6969. Do you have any regrets in any years? And what can make you happier in 2025? Most people would say more money. Your health is the most important thing. But if you guys have anything else, let us know. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Or you can call us at 877-927-6969. That's the way you can get involved in the program. In a few minutes, you're going to have a chance to win tickets to Breaking Benjamins, a great concert later this year. And we're going to make that opportunity happen for you. And we'll get it going. That'll be in about 5-6 minutes. Talk to us about Pete Davidson saying that he was fearful of his life when he was dating Kim Kardashian. Would you get involved with somebody if you were worried about being hurt? Or would you be like, nah, I'm out. I'm not going to be doing that. It's not worth the squeeze for the juice. Let us know. You can call us on that. You could also text us. Pete Davidson is a movie star, big star, but he was afraid. He thought that Kanye was going to get him, and he felt like Kanye also sabotaged his relationship with Kim. Now, you can't tell the girl you're afraid. You think Pete ever told Kim, oh, I'm afraid?
Might be after the fact. Yeah, he talked about that, but he also said it was just everything, just the attention he got being with her.
Yeah.
And he already deals with a lot of anxiety issues. And I mean, he's not only for substance abuse, but also just trauma that he's been through in his life. He's been to a lot of therapy, so I can understand.
Yeah, he lost his dad in 9/11.
It's a lot.
Yeah. A lot
Being in her world, I'm sure, is a lot.
I'm sure. You can't even imagine.
Yes.
I'm sure there's tons of stuff you have to sign and legal stuff and everything else that's got to go on there. So it is a lot. Dating a star is probably very difficult to think. It looks easy and it looks like a lot of fun, but I'm sure if you're not in the same world as them, it could be a pain in the ass, especially if you're a regular person. Now, if it's like we talked about earlier, Matt Damon or Mark Wahlberg, where you grew up with them and together, it's different. But when they're actually a star, would you be intimidated by dating somebody who is a star? Say your age, or a little bit older, younger?
Probably, just because you don't know where they're going to be at any time, who they're going to be with, your competition, you know.
Yeah, that's an honest answer. So, I mean, it would be like, you know what, I don't really know if it is worth it. Franny, how about you? Would you be able to date a movie star? Or would you think it'd be too much drama?
No, I mean, I think so. I think it's something that you'd have to get used to, especially, I mean, that's not what your life is about.
Yeah.
Being surrounded by paparazzi and everything like that. So it might be tough. But.
Yeah. I'm sure if there's stuff, too, in the tabloids and stuff, you can't pay attention to that. You got to hear that all the time. Yeah. So it's a lot.
And your life is out there, too, because they're going to go digging on your stuff to see what you're about, to see why that whoever you're with is with you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're going to start digging into your life.
877-927-6969. Look at John Wick over there laughing, smiling away. Let us know. Regrets that you have. Do you have any? Or have you had any? That's on the table. You can always bring up anything you want on a Friday in the Penthouse. And we are live today. This is not a rerun if you're hearing it and saying, are these guys live? Yes, we're back. A lot of radio shows are coming back Monday, but we are back this week. But let us know. Regrets or things that can make you happy in 2025. Maybe everything you walk into your boss, he says yes to. And no matter what it is. You're like, yeah, what are you thinking? They're like, yeah, that's a great idea, Dominic. Let's do that.
Never going to happen.
How do you know? You don't know that.
Because they got to answer to a boss, and they got to answer to a boss.
Yeah. It's only a few things that yes can be said right away, right? But when you have to take the steps it is necessary to get a yes sometimes around here. So we're talking about things you want to do 2025, maybe make it a better year. And a lot of things are to travel more, be happy. So these are considered to be the top 10 dopamine travel destinations. And they're saying specifically for the cold months, for wintertime. And by that, this is a clinical psychologist leads the research to find these spots that offer sunny scenery as well as the potential to stimulate your dopamine, which is known as the feel-good hormone.
Okay.
So they looked at everything from days of sun per year to food, like how good the cuisine is, walkability, air quality, and availability of lush green spaces. So that exposure to sunshine naturally boosts your dopamine levels in general. Walking reduces cortisol, which helps regulate your dopamine. Being in green spaces encourages mindfulness. Which also helps dopamine. And so when they're all combined in a destination, it can refresh and elevate your mood. So they're like, these are places you should go to. I'm guessing a lot of these G-Man you probably never heard of. But the number one on this list I have wanted to go to So there's 2 places in Spain that are on there. Malaga and Cadiz. Never heard of either one of them, but they're in España. They're in Spain. They say that's Liverpool, England is supposed to be somewhere to go.
Really?
Vancouver.
I think Liverpool. I think of rain for whatever reason.
I think of soccer. Just
okay.
Yep. New Orleans made the list. At number 4, actually.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't think green spaces, but maybe the weather and stuff like that. Food. Lots and lots and lots of food. Portugal. Lisbon is on the list. There's a place in Estonia. Do you know where Estonia is, J-Man?
Estonia, I do believe that is on the
Is that New Jersey City?
It's the Sea Caucus.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
The Netherlands made the list. I don't know if it's the green space means all the weed or just kidding.
All the dope.
All the dope.
Isn't that where they got all the like strip
They
clubs?
got the red light districts and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
can see you there, Dom.
Oh, yeah. Just like Vegas.
I have heard some fantastic things about Amsterdam. I have. The Netherlands, I've heard it's great. And then finally here, number 1 is in Croatia.
Where the hell's that?
Split. And the city is actually Split, Croatia, which I have not heard of Split, Croatia, but I have heard Croatia is supposed to be absolutely beautiful. So my aunt, who is in her 60s, and she's been doing this for years. She does bike tours in Europe. So that's how she bikes. Yeah, she bikes Europe. Wow. She goes for 2 weeks. They start in one place. They end up in sometimes she's even covered a couple countries doing it.
She must be in great shape.
But and I was like, man, that sounds so cool to do. And I see her pictures and it sounds amazing. And they have a bus that follows you. Because if you get tired or whatever, or injured, God forbid, then you just put your bike up and you just hang out on the bus.
That'd be a good job for us, Dom. Follow people around on a bike.
On a bus?
Yeah. Watch your buddy get a little close.
But it is so cool. And one of the places that I saw that pictures was Croatia. And I was like, wow. I was like, I never really thought about wanting to go there until she showed me the landscape and how absolutely beautiful it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Croatia is near Italy.
Wow, it's a lot of places. I don't know. I would think of, I don't know, maybe Italy, some places, Greece, Hawaii.
But this is, specifically for winter time, they said.
Florida.
That's why Greek's like, I'm never leaving.
Is it hot enough for him? Then he's
I know.
I'll take
He's
75 to 80.
Hey, it's going to get cold in a couple days.
That's what I've been hearing from everybody. I was going to talk about it. Like, I must have heard that 20 times the last 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like the 40s?
Maybe even colder.
Ooh. I could break out a couple winter jackets.
Yay.
Nice. Not that everybody's going to see me. I only see you and Freddie. That's it.
Yeah, but they said that some of us could wake up tomorrow in the 40s.
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I go
tomorrow morning, yeah.
Well, see, I feel better going to Green Turtle then if it's in the 40s. Because I hate to see the guys wash my car. Because it's so freaking cold. It's hand wash. Best car wash, no doubt about it. The Green Turtle. PGA, go there. I'm telling you, you'll love it.
Behind the 7-Eleven?
Yeah, awesome. Great place. Jimmy, my good buddy. And then I feel bad when it's that cold because they got to wash their car. I'll check the weather in the morning. Maybe I'll go to the casino first before the locker room. Then I'll bang around, put some prop bets. Sounds like a good morning. They got to get better bagels down there, though. I told the guys, you got to get better bagels down here. I mean, come on, you make me stop 3 times. I go to one place to get my bagels, then I go down to the casino. Then I got to get gas, and the car wash. There's a lot going on.
You know what else we have to do? We have to do a7-Giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yep. Got to do 12:47.
Okay.
We're a little late. Let's do it.
Let's
do
do
a
it.
giveaway. We do. We have your pair of tickets to go see Stained with Breaking Benjamin. That show is happening at the I Think Financial Amphitheater, and we have your opportunity. It is Friday, so we're going to play Florida Man Fridays, where I give you 3 headlines. 2 real, 1 fake. You just got to let us know which one the fake one is. And if you do, then you'll be getting those pair of tickets to see Stained with Breaking Benjamin. It's the Awaken the Fallen tour happening May 14th. So give us a call, 877-927-6969. That is 877-927-6969.
Call us right now. Dom's handling it. He'll get you on there. The phones are blowing up for Breaking Benjamins. You guys got the opportunity, and we're making it happen for you right now. The concert's down the road in this year, but again, at least you have the concert. At least you have the concert tickets already. I don't know what that was. Maybe Dom hitting something over there. He's always doing a lot of things. Maybe he's ordering a pizza.
What are you talking about me now?
Well, we just heard something crazy went over the air.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
It's all right. It just sounded like a sneeze or something. I don't know what it was, but it's okay.
It sounded like something crazy over there going on.
I had my mic muted, so.
I don't know. Maybe it's Jimi Hendrix. He's coming back.
All right.
We ready?
We are ready. We have JJ up first.
JJ, what's happening?
Hey, Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year, JJ. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Oh, very long.
What do you learn by listening to this show? First, that you can't believe it's on.
Well, I've learned that Dom doesn't like to be on camera, and the money is not always on the dresser.
Yeah.
There you go. JJ knows.
JJ knows.
He knows. Well, Happy New Year to you, JJ. Let's kick it off good with hopefully getting you a pair of tickets to go see Stained, okay?
Sure.
All righty. So I'm going to give you 3 headlines. You just tell me which one's the fake one. Your first headline, JJ, is a woman arrested for using a live peacock as a shoplifting distraction. It's number 1. Number 2, Key West holds annual underwater music festival for snorkelers. And then finally here, number 3, Florida man finds 9-foot alligator lounging in his backyard pool. I feel like anybody's done that here in Florida. that one was an easy one.
I'm going to go with the first one.
The first one, Florida woman arrested for using a live peacock as a shoplifting distraction. You are correct, JJ. Congratulations.
Woo! Way to be, JJ. Awesome.
That was really just in between 2.
Yeah, the one it seemed like. I mean, even I got that.
This game groups it up for me, the real and fake ones, and I was like, all right, that's a layup. But yes, congratulations, JJ. Way to kick off 2025.
I actually heard the other 2 stories.
Oh, the ones with the underwater music festival?
Yes, I actually heard about it. I was reading about that.
I had to look, because I had when I see these, because I have a game that sets them up for me and puts them, so I want to confirm that they're actually accurate, real or fake, and I was surprised about that underwater music festival for snorkelers. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so, JJ,
crazy stuff down there.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, do you think Dom should be on camera, or do you think it's okay, that little bit of a little mystery that he's off camera?
It's really his choice, but I think a cameo now and then, just like a John Wick mystery.
Ooh. So that's maybe something you can do. You don't tell somebody, and then all of a sudden you're on for like a segment, and then you pop away. It's different.
Hey, Maybe you should do it like a contest and have everyone guess what he's wearing.
Oh, that's good. Like nobody would guess today. He has a nice black T-shirt on, Jimi Hendrix. I would never guess that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, throughout the day, we would throw out clues, hints, just title of Hendrix songs or albums or something, and just see if anybody catches on.
Yeah, that's cool.
At least you know he's wearing pants on like Jimmy.
I actually don't know. I can't see the bottom half of him, so we have no idea.
We assume he's wearing pants. Most times when I'm out, when I'm working with people, I'm assuming they're wearing pants. If they're not, well then, happy holidays. Well, thanks for listening, bro. We hope we entertain you.
You do. Very much.
All right. Congratulations. Enjoy the concert.
Yeah, hang tight, JJ, so you can get your info.
Great job by Francis and by Dominic. Thank you guys both so much for all your efforts every single day here at Real Radio 921. Remember that, Real Talk for the Palm Beaches. Not Real Talk, but just Real Talk for the Palm Beaches. Next year, we will be having more giveaways for you guys with New York Prime stepping up again, signing up with us. Deck 84, the Green Turtle Car Wash. He doesn't know about it yet, but it's fine. Green Turtle Car Wash. Also Burton Max's and Panther tickets. So those are just to name a few of the things that you guys will have an opportunity to win on the Penthouse Monday to Friday, every single day. We'll try to have something for you guys to keep you smiling. Again, regrets that you had. It doesn't have to be last year. It could be in life. And things that can make you happier in 2025. What is something that can make you happier? Freddie said money. Health is always important.
Health is very important.
Yeah, it's the most important thing. Money. Maybe finding love. And real love. Not just love for the night. Like real love. You know what I mean? Somebody you can count on through thick and thin. Maybe if you find that. Let us know about what do you think certain things are that can make you happier in 2025. You right over there, Dom?
I am.
All right. I saw you on the phone a little long. Was that you ordering your pizza?
No, I was just talking to JJ, making sure that's the one that, beat you and got his number. So
yeah,
we're all good.
That was him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got jokes tonight?
He's one of the 10 contestants.
10.
10 finalists.
Who cares? Maybe I took a knee. Maybe I wanted a lot of people to win this year. Maybe the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? It's like an orgy. Who knows? At least we got 10 people. 10 people next week are going to wake up that morning and be excited that they might win a beautiful grand prize, as opposed to one person. I think the lottery should change. When it's over a certain number, I think there should be more winners than one. See, California's getting investigated now.
Yeah, but there's more winners than one, then there would be multiple
Less money.
numbers. But not just that, but there would have to be a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, so what? We'll figure
Well, because that's what I'm saying. I mean, the people the people got lucky because they got the exact numbers right. And more than one person could.
That's true.
I don't know how you want to do this.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just change it. I'll become governor.
He just wants better odds for him.
Oh, got it.
I'm not a huge lottery guy. I'm really not. I played the most lottery over our vacation. I played scratch-offs. That was it. And I played Cash for Life. That's about it. Like, I don't play numbers anymore. I used to play Franny's Cell and Johnny's Cell like 50, 60 times a day straight. I'm not kidding. It never came out. I used to always play the last one. Franny will tell you. I used to pound it. I mean, I go and get Johnny's.
You never said you found it. You always said Johnny's. You said that you would his number.
I would play yours a lot, too. Because I just figured, like, it was a number, but it never came out. And I would always play it straight. I wouldn't play a box. But I'm not a big lottery guy. I'm just not. Like, when I play a scratch-off and I don't win, that's more depressing to me than losing $5,000 on a game. I don't know. I'm like, I can't get one friggin' number. Even $10 back? I mean, something. What the hell's going on there? It is the Penthouse on a Friday. It's a good Friday, that's right, because you're listening to Penthouse and we're with you. And if you're back at work, you know what? You already got to kick up on 2025. We'll be back with some Florida stories and a lot more in the Penthouse in a few minutes. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Looks around, but they score with 10 Tom.
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Barsling beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Mark up and put right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Your commute this afternoon in Palm Beach County is looking good as expressways are crash-free. If you're traveling on the Turnpike or I-95 in either direction, your drive is up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by PureTalk.com. It's time to ditch big wireless. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
Hey, it's a Greek. Then at the end of the year, you look at your financial statement and you look at your plan for your retirement. Trade Your Wealth can help you with both. And they'll help you with your 401k. Sit down with one of our experts today. They have offices in West Palm Beach. 390-1000. 390-1000. That's the number to call. Set up an appointment. Walk in and they will help you. You got to figure out a plan so you can enjoy your retirement and look into 2025 in a positive direction. And if you got a good plan, you'll enjoy 2025 and be excited about the future. Call Trade Your Wealth today at 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. That's the number to call. Make sure you call them, and they got offices in West Palm Beach. Stop in today and enjoy. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $20 billion and won a lot. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Duffy's Sports Grill is the place to be to catch all your favorite sports action. Duffy's is voted the best year over year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, barbecue baby back ribs, and 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember,
at Duffy's,
our game is always on.
Hey, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online.
Uh-huh.
I read that 3 out of 4 adults in the United States have a high risk factor for severe COVID-19. And black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older are at high risk.
Boy, you sound like a commercial.
I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils, but remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19.
I promise if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This is really amazing.
Love the look of the app.
I love lyrics.
Unlock this new app.
Can.
Wow, look at that.
The new and improved free iHeartRadio app has arrived, and it's everything you love about your car radio right in the palm of your hand.
5 stars, guys.
Get the free iHeartRadio app now.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins of CBS 12 News. Sunny and pleasant this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid-70s. Clear and chilly tonight, but temperatures return to the 40s inland and 50s at the coast by the start of Saturday morning. Temperatures will remain in the 60s through Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny sky through the day.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in The Penthouse on a Friday after the holidays. New Year's, what's going on? It's 2025, and you still got your crew here in The Penthouse. This is Franny. Good afternoon. Of course, we have Dom.
Hey, Franny.
And
What's so funny, Dom?
And we have Greek.
Don't lock the studio door. I can't get in.
You were busy eating your little blueberries, so you're just popping them in your mouth in the kitchen.
That was our secret.
Popping them in his mouth.
Popping them in his mouth. Hi, G-Man.
That was our little secret.
Was it? I didn't know it was a secret. You didn't say it's a secret.
I asked you if you wanted it. I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, do you want
Is that a
it?"
secret?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
something I wanted to share. Yeah, I was having my blueberries. I remember I just bought them. Because what I do is I buy things in the morning, and then I totally forget.
Oh, we know.
And then I'm like, man, I had that, or I had this.
And you leave things behind. I think you left your Coca-Cola on my desk yesterday, too.
I didn't have a Coca-Cola yesterday.
No?
No, yesterday I did not have a
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
I think that was me.
Was that yours?
Yep.
You guys.
That's him.
Bunch of slobs. I'm just kidding.
Slobs.
If it was me, she would have destroyed me.
Well, I thought it was you,
No,
and I
no.
didn't destroy you. I didn't even bring it up until just now because
I don't drink bottles. I bring it out of a can.
you buy the can.
Yeah, and I only do it when I'm depressed.
So that's a daily? Could you drink soda daily? Are you depressed every day?
Every day.
Oh.
That and coffee ice cream. Oh, you're so funny. All right. So I was... Whatever. I'm not going to get into it. Not going to get into it. 2025 straight box, baby. Let's do, what are we doing? Florida stories?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida.
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
What the Florida? Well, let's start here. Oh, I want to let you know, heads up, that they are doing this whole new campaign. It's something that's been going around for a while, but FHP, Florida Department of Highway and Safety and Motor Vehicles, they have kicked off the new year with a new campaign. If you're not aware, it's called It's Your Move, reminding all drivers of the state's move over law. The law was expanded in 2024 to include all disabled vehicles with hazard lights on. So if you can't move over, the law specifies that you are to slow down by 20 miles below the posted limit. If you're not aware, they said violating that move over law could land you with a ticket and some points on your license. So they're definitely cracking down on that this year. So some things in the news. G-Man. Oh, I'll save the good news for last. You're going to be excited about this.
Okay.
We had more than 160 pounds of drugs and 7 firearms were seized following a burglary investigation. This happened in Jacksonville. Sheriff's office said officers responded to a burglary in process and uncovered a substantial cache of weapons and narcotics. They said with the assistance of the Narcotics and Vice Section, officers obtained a search warrant for this 25-year-old named Sean Reed. Items seized during the operation included 167 pounds of weed. That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot of weed. That could keep you going for a while.
37.3 pounds of edibles, 120.4 grams of marijuana oil, $7,600 in cash, and $10,000 in jewelry. When you see all of this weed and lined up in this picture, you're like, even 167, like, that's a lot. What are you, $167? How much do you weigh?
Around 170?
Yeah. That's like you and weed. It is.
Light me up.
It said he now faces trafficking marijuana in excess of 25 pounds or 300 plants or more, possessing paraphernalia, all kinds of stuff. And not just that, I guess it's even more of a fine when you're renting a place rather than owning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Don, be careful.
Because knowingly rent a structure to be used for selling drugs was something that was on there.
I have no knowledge, but again, that's not my expertise.
No,
Don,
it's not your wheelhouse?
we're gonna come to you. Can you have did you know it's a deeper fine if you're renting a house and you got marijuana?
I didn't know that, no.
Okay, well now you know, little buddy.
Thanks.
Authorities noted that, this is not his first rodeo. In fact, authorities noted that he had been arrested earlier in 2024 for similar charges, gun and drug charges. Just guess you don't learn your lessons. Once you're in that game, it's hard to get out.
Well, it's cash.
It's hard to get out.
I mean, that's the whole thing. When you're making cash, it's tough. And if you're good at it.
And then
Are there any bad drug dealers?
We got, yes.
I mean, bad at it.
Yes. We have this and more drugs. 45-year-old Samuel Shorter was arrested after they said he was driving kind of erratically. He crossed the double line in the road and almost struck a vehicle head on. That's when cops decided, hey, we need to pull this guy over. Well, shortly after they stopped his car, they said that he was ended up placed in the patrol car while deputies searched his vehicle. They said it resulted weed, 34 grams, nothing close to what that guy had.
Yeah,
Marijuana.
they were like, come on, buddy, step up your game.
34 grams, nothing.
That's nothing.
They had a scale, but the interesting part was a dictionary. They're like, you don't really see people riding around with dictionaries that often. So when they picked up the dictionary, they're like, feels a little light for a dictionary. They found out that it was because it was hollow. It was a hollow dictionary hiding lace that contained 6 grams of fentanyl, 4 grams of meth, and another white substance that appeared to be cocaine, they said. And of course, because of all of that, he did get arrested on various drug charges. Another thing, not surprising, like the other guy, he previously served 2 prison terms for the sale of drugs before.
Old habits are hard to break.
2. And then we have the guy who said, hey, I'm CIA. Despite allegedly having bogus identification baggage for multiple federal law enforcement agencies, a Naples man accused of pretending to be a federal agent reportedly had none of them on the tip of his tongue when challenged by a state trooper, they said. Even after handing the FHP 2 CIA IDs, they said, Dr. Sat, one for MI6. I'm saying that right? Jorge Alfonso did not say he worked for either the American or British intelligence organization. Maybe that's what the MI6 is.
Okay.
A British intelligence
007.
organization. According to the arrest report, instead he stated he told troopers he was a federal agent and asked which one. Alfonso simply responded, federal. Which one?
I don't want to get into it.
Federal. They said yes, he was soon arrested for impersonating an officer. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. They spotted him heading down 75, red and blue lights flashing from his Ford F-150 pickup truck. Like, this guy knows he's an imposter. He's got all this stuff, and he's flashing his lights on the interstate.
Maybe he was banged up.
Yeah, troopers described a few hints that even with the lights going, there were a few clues. It was not a law enforcement vehicle, they said. For one, an apparently upset or distressed woman was in the front seat, waving her arms in his car. They said that's how they knew.
I'm sure.
It was not.
Gee, you ever had that before? Nope.
Additionally, a bright pink.
It's so funny.
Additionally, a bright pink backpack sat among suitcases in the back of the truck. Finally, the truck was not registered to any agency. Instead, it was registered under his name, Jorge Alfonso. Although all those hints added up to a traffic stop, once pulled over, FHP troopers discovered a slew of phony IDs, they said, and a bunch of guns. On top of that, they shared images of the contraband, included body armor, six handguns, a rifle. They said next to the weapons, at least a half dozen apparent passports were lined up alongside various badges, either standing alone or in wallets. Other items were cash, and some police signage and ammunition clips were also seen in the picture. They showed off the truck that had been stopped with red and blue LED visible lights on the windshield, and they said on the grill of the white pickup truck. So he was taken into custody and booked for impersonating an officer and possession of a controlled substance. And then finally here, G-Man.
Oh, this is what I'll be happy about.
I just know how much you like bananas. So the man brings his big banana to Central Florida. And G-Man, this is how you can catch a ride.
Ooh. Oh, there are days. How can I catch a ride?
So a Michigan man is busting out his big banana car this weekend to give out rides near Orlando. The man in question, Steve Brathwaite, announced on social media that he's going to be giving out rides this weekend at the following Planet Smoothie locations.
Oh, I like Planet Smoothie.
Before heading out on Monday. So, Saturday, January 4th, he'll be over there, Orlando Ave, Winter Park. Sunday, January 5th, he's going to be at Alafaya Woods Boulevard. They said that the story behind his wild-looking ride is pretty strange, and it is. It's a giant banana. It's actually you want to look at that. You want to ride on his giant banana?
I'm gonna pass on that ride.
No riding on his giant banana.
No,
all right. So after
what about
riding,
his giant hot dog?
that's a Wienermobile.
Yeah.
So after riding across the Indiana motorcycle one time, which was amazing, he said, my goal has been to do what's called an RTW, and that's the holy grail for travelers. It means round the world. But he had a difficult time brainstorming the best vehicle for the task, so instead he pondered, well, what kind of vehicle would be the most ridiculous to use to drive around the world? That's the end result was obvious. He needed a banana. He thought that he modified his 93 Ford F-150 pickup truck into his signature Velocinana is what he called it. It is pretty impressive if you see the before and after of how he did this thing.
The banana?
He stripped all the sheet metal to use. Then he used banana slices from the grocery store to figure out the dimensions of the skeleton. He said, I then covered the entire thing with chicken wire. And he said it's all in there, the chicken wire and the rebar skeleton. Sprayed it with some kind of foam, stuff that you insulate houses with, sculpted it into that nice banana shape.
He must have had a lot of time.
And then he fiberglassed over the top.
Wow.
And then he said spent forever sanding until he finally could spray paint it that nice, beautiful banana yellow.
This had to cost him a lot of money. Suppose you were going on a date with a guy and he pulled up in a banana car.
Yeah.
Like, Don,
well,
would
listen
that
to
bother
this.
you?
So are you sure you don't want to go into the banana? Because he has driven around Howie Mandel and Simon Cowell.
Simon's pretty cool.
One of them one of them saw the car driving around Hollywood and asked if they could use it for their TV show. He's like, yeah, cool, yeah, why not? So he did. He filmed around in their banana.
Dom, how about you? If a guy came to pick you up on a date, would you be worried if he had a banana?
Yeah.
No, I said Dom. How about you? All right. You done with Florida stories?
That's it. You're done.
That's it. Wow, on a
Yeah, you're
Friday.
done.
I like his license plate says split.
Really?
Yeah, he's a banana split.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He put a lot of time and effort into this.
He did.
He really did. Peel me a banana. 877-927-6969. Do you have any regrets in your life? Things that can make you happier in 2025? Let us know. Those are a couple things on the table. You could also get involved. You could also text us at Real Radio. First, put that in, 47142. Mention what things that can make you happier in 2025. And it also could be finding love. Could be anything that you maybe, one of my buddies fishes a lot, and he doesn't catch big fish. And he said, this year I want to try to catch a big fish. That's something. How about a hole-in-one in golf?
There you go.
Have you ever hit a hole-in-one?
Yeah, no. The odds in that are so slim.
Tiger's kid did it last week, right?
I know, yeah.
That's amazing.
PNC championship he did it in.
What is your range if you hit a golf ball? Could you go 200 feet?
200 feet, yeah.
300? I mean yards.
Yards, you're talking.
Yeah.
With my driver, I could hit it about 220, 230 on a good one.
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Next time you get in a tournament, I'll be your caddy.
Ooh. I haven't been in a tournament yet, so.
That's why I said it.
Maybe one of those fun, like, pro-ams. That'd be cool. Play with, one of those, a star.
Yeah, they have them every year. They do a pro-am, like regular one, and with people in the community up at where it was the Honda.
Yeah, the Gonzaga.
Yeah. So we'll see. We might be there again this year with Tito. See what happens. But yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do. I don't know how you get involved with that. I think you got to qualify or something like that. I'm not sure. Or make a donation.
Maybe. You got to know somebody.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah. What's the best golf course you played on?
Probably Mirasol. It's right across the street from PGA National.
It's nice. Do you know what the oldest golf course is in the state of Florida?
Maybe the one right here, the Breakers.
Oh my God, you're right.
The Breakers has been around for hundreds of years.
I just heard that the other night when I was there. That's the oldest golf course.
I thought you mentioned that before we went on vacation. I thought you said something about it, right?
Yeah, it's the oldest golf course in the state of Florida. Somebody told me that, and then when I was there last week, somebody else was telling me. They asked me if I play golf and wanted to see if I wanted to play golf. And I said, no, I'm not a golfer. I only didn't pick up golf because I think it's a little boring to me, but it is another thing to bet on. See, that's where I think the snag.
Every hole, and then if you could later if that hole is even, you just go double it up to the next one. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I got some of my friends who lose their ass. I mean, big money on golf courses.
Have you ever set foot on that Breakers, the ocean course at the Breakers?
No.
They said that the claim is that there's two. But it looks like that ocean course of the Breakers might be, because they do name two. They named the Bel Air Country Club. Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm.
They said designed by Donald Ross. It was, so I don't know when, because it said it was redone in 1915 and then again in 1924. So, I don't know where that one is. But yeah, that 1897, it looks like, was the Breakers designed Alexander Finlay. Course was renovated in 2018 by somebody else.
How long has the hotel been there? It's been there a long time, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm guessing 100 years, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, about 100 years.
I would say over.
You think? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You have to check out that. How old is the Breakers Hotel? I mean, I'm going to over under in 100 years on the Breakers Hotel.
I'm going over 100.
Oh, way over.
Yeah, that's
probably
what I'm saying.
over 200.
Really?
Yeah, because Henry Flagler, I'm going to say he's back like 1800s, at least somewhere in early 18s.
I mean, you see that course. The course was 1897.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, because of course, I didn't know that the hotel was necessarily there. Is what I'm asking. I could be mistaken. I don't know. You're smarter, obviously.
No, I'm just. That's just what I was. I would definitely take the over.
All right. What do we got on hold?
We have your buddy Mike.
Mike, what's happening?
Hey, Grease. Hey, Franny. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mike. How are you, buddy?
Good. Had a so-so New Year. I didn't do anything, but I'm sitting in my brand new gift that I got myself for Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah? What'd you get?
I got a 2025 Honda HR-V.
Oh, yeah. You showed us a picture of it.
Yeah, what color?
Yeah, it's called Nordic Forest Pearl. If you look at it, it looks like it's gray. It could be green or blue.
Nice.
It's got it's brand new and
good for you.
Enjoying. I just got it Monday, so.
God bless.
Yeah, so that was my gift, Hanukkah, Christmas, birthday, and a number of years.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I was showing you at the Crazy Horse, I believe. I was getting it. Eventually, I was waiting for the call. It took like 2 weeks to get it, but it's well worth it. Just trying to learn the navigation, the screen and the CarPlay and this and that. I was
all the
trying
gadgets.
to pull from the car, and I think I was reaching Dom, but I couldn't figure if I was talking through the phone or through the screen. So
That's fun about a new car. Sometimes you don't find out things that you have for like. I didn't know I had heated seats one time for like 2 years.
You never have a car for 2 years.
Yeah, this thing.
Got him.
Maybe a year and a half. I'm definitely coming to see you tonight. 4 hours is not enough.
I'll show up too.
All right, Tom.
Make it a party.
Yeah. Well, Mike, that's great news.
I got heated seats too. I'll have to test them when it gets cold down here.
Oh, it's gonna
be cold. Yeah, it's gonna be cold this weekend.
Okay, I'll have to test them out then. I just want to say hi and Happy New Year.
Well, hi.
And I did enjoy competing against you at the Crazy Horse with Greek's Gridiron. And, I didn't have a chance, but...
You always had a chance. You always have a chance, Mike. And again, you're a great guy. You always come out and support us, which we appreciate. And you always bring gifts, which you don't have to do. You're a gentleman and a scholar. You really are. There should be more people in the world like you and me.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Well, congrats on your new car.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And we'll see you soon.
Hopefully.
Sound good. So we did get some information. So it looks like the Breakers, late 1890s, just before turn of the century, industry tycoons and elegant socialites began flocking to the pristine shores of the new destination. So the claims are about 1896, but then there was a couple fires. 1903, 1925. They said the hotel reemerged more opulent each time when they did it. They said the second reconstruction of the Breakers was awarded to New York City-based designer Schultz and Weaver. And they said that they were the same minds who would later create many of Manhattan's most coveted hotels, the Pierre, the Sherry Netherlands, Park Avenue's Waldorf Astoria.
Nice.
Yes. And so then it reopened in 1926, ushering in a higher degree of European influence.
Oh, so based on the new one, it's 100 years coming up on 100 years. For any new edition.
But it's been since 1896. Yeah. But then, fires and all that stuff, and they just kept on making it bigger and better every time they rebuilt it.
Yeah, it's stunning. It really is. Christmas time, it's always beautiful, but Christmas time, they go way above.
Yes.
The tree and the lights and the courtyard. And it's free. I mean, which is a nice thing. You just walk in there and have a drink and sit down.
The drink isn't free, but...
No, the parking isn't free either, I don't think there.
The drink's like $35, but yeah, you got to pay for valet.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a drink, they validate it.
Do they?
But you still tip the valet.
Fine, $10. I mean...
And then the drink is like $30.
All right.
It's not free.
All right.
But you can go in and not have a drink and just look at it.
Have a glass of water.
Just walk around.
Will they validate a glass of water for you?
Just walk around. Just walk around and look at the trees.
I think it's
and the
nice.
lights. It's gorgeous.
I think it's pretty. I think it puts you in the Christmas spirit down here.
It really is beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
You know what I regret not seeing is the Ben.
It's still going on.
I know.
Yeah,
I haven't made it during the holiday time.
I know. I got to go, but they still have the Winter Village going on. In fact, you know what? Let's get some music going. I have some things going on this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and that was on my list. So, thank you.
That place was cool with the skating ring and everything.
Yeah.
I was there a couple weeks ago.
With the elf?
No, it's not the elf.
Some would say.
I was gonna say.
I know who it was with. I'm just kidding.
Brandy's got jokes today. I'm not gonna say it is a good one, but I'm not gonna say it because people get very sensitive.
They do, and I'm kidding.
But it was a good
Jim
one.
Gaffigan.
Wow. And she was quick on it.
Jim Gaffigan. If you like his comedy styles, I think he's a very funny guy. He is going to be playing Hard Rock Live tonight, 8 o'clock. 7-time Grammy-nominated comedian, actor, writer, producer, 2-time New York Times bestselling author, 3-time Emmy-winning top touring performer, and multi-platinum selling recording artist because of his comedy specials recording Jim Gaffigan. Yep, funny guy. Like, what are you laughing at?
Your comment.
Lake Worth Beach Bonfire. Lake Worth Beach is going on tonight, 6 to 9 o'clock. Pack up your s'mores kits and enjoy roasted marshmallows around a mini bonfire, Lake Worth Beach, family-friendly event, and they do have live music out there, too. It's supposed to be a good time. The West Palm Beach Antique Festival is happening at the South Florida Fair Expo Center, going on through Sunday, today through Sunday. The greatest love of all a tribute to Whitney Houston is at the Sunrise Theater in Fort Pierce tonight, 8 o'clock. Her name is Belinda Davids, who performs all of your favorites Whitney hits. Then the first Friday Art Walk is today. It's the first Friday of each month, including tonight in downtown Delray Beach. It's an evening of art and celebration with a self-guided tour of galleries and studios, along with live music. That is from 6 to 9 o'clock. West Palm Beach Green Market is still going on. We'll hit that up tomorrow, 9 to 1 o'clock. What is that? You're like, oh, fancy seeing you
I
here.
can make it there.
Wow, what a coincidence. Can't believe you're here.
You want to come join me on the locker room?
I would never ask that.
Actually, no. My dogs are getting groomed tomorrow, so I can't go. The Weasel, Pauly Shore, performs at the Boca Black Box Theater in Boca Raton. That's happening tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Then we have Supercar Weekend kicking off. You know, that's a whole big, well, I said week. Supercar Week starts tomorrow, goes until the 12th. We used to do stuff with them for a while. Neil London, great guy.
Yeah.
All those people who put it together.
For years.
Yeah, so the 15th, we started with it when they started it, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember Monique, our girl Mo, and I was part of it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was
Beautiful
fun.
cars.
Wow, 15th. Supercar Week, 9-day event for auto enthusiasts with a beautiful grand finale on the West Palm Beach waterfront. The event features over 1,000 cars of all kinds, including supercars, exotics, luxury race cars, historical, classic, vintage, what they call art cars, all kinds of stuff. So let's see here. We got the Winter Wonderland, as Dom had mentioned. That's what's like, oh, got to talk about it. Still going on and will end March 1st. Got to get out there. I bet this would be a nice weekend to do it because it's going to be a little chilly, so it'll feel a little bit like winter while you're ice skating.
It was cool.
Because I thought it was kind of weird being in like shorts ice skating. But
it was cool seeing all the kids ice skating. It's just something rare.
Yeah. So they do Monday through Fridays, 2:30 to 10 o'clock. Those are the hours. Then they do this whole ice resurfacing breaks from 4 to 4:30, just so you know. There's certain times, 6 to 6:30, 8 to 8:30. Weekends and school holidays, it goes a little bit longer, 9:30 in the morning till 10 at nights. Yep. So that is happening. As mentioned, that is the Ben West Palm Beach, where they have, you can experience winter magic right there, heart of West Palm. And I bet it probably still kind of feels like Christmas, the holidays.
They have beautiful trees,
ice skating rink, real ice, right? Unique attraction, features Aspen-inspired chalets, seasonal food and drink options. They have a VIP area for special guests. Tickets include access to the enchanting Winter Wonderland and Gingerbread Village.
Oh.
And we got one ice skating session with that ticket, skate rental. And I say with additional sessions available for purchase. So very, very cool. And I'm guessing that Sandy Holiday tree stays up until then. I don't know. When do they knock that sucker down? Because I didn't even go see her either.
You might have mentioned it. How long do you stay on? Do you get to skate? Did they say time-wise?
Did I say it? I think it's an hour.
I thought somebody told me when I was there it was like an hour. Can you skate, Dom?
Yeah. Yep. Ice skate, roller skate, all.
You can roller skate too? Oh, that's impressive. I can't roller skate. I can ice skate.
Really? You could? I think ice skating's harder.
Well, I did it. I played hockey. You know what I mean, as a kid, so that's where I picked it up. And obviously, the weather was cold. We used to go to the lakes and stuff. But I haven't skated in years.
But you would think, right? But I used to ice skate. I mean, I ice skate too. But I used to roller skate. I first learned how to roller skate, and then I got into inline skating. And then later on, as an adult, when I put on roller skates again, I was like, "What am I doing?" I felt like a baby giraffe. It was so difficult because I was so used to being on inlines that putting on four wheels was just weird.
Yeah, I don't think I can roller skate. Can you water ski?
No, I haven't ever tried really though.
I used to do that pretty good. I enjoyed. We had a boat down the shore. It was fun. It's different. I mean, you're gonna fall on your ass.
Oh yeah.
Obviously. I mean, but still, it's pretty cool.
And there you go. Some things going on this weekend.
Yeah.
If you ever have anything you want me to share, you can totally do that. Just send me a text, 47142. Started off with Real Radio.
And last weekend of the NFL. Go ahead.
What about your event tonight, Franny?
Oh, me working? I'm going to be working at Double Roads tonight.
Oh, is that an event? I didn't know it was a station event.
It's always an event.
Oh, I didn't know it was an event.
Live bands, 5 to 8 o'clock, and some really great bartenders.
Do they have food there?
Yeah, they have food there. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
have you ever been there, though?
They have it.
No, I don't think so.
So there's two areas of it. One, like I love, it's good people watching. Everybody's dancing, and it's a bit of a mixed crowd. A little bit of an older crowd, but you do have your 30s, 40s. It's not super young until later. And so that main area, it's a big stage, people dancing all night. It's fun. It really is. It's a fun time. And the bands play a lot of covers, classic rock, but dance music too. But then they also have G-Man, which I would consider your part, which is what they somewhat consider their speakeasy. They have more mixology. They have two bartenders, a little bit more higher end elevated cocktails that they do there specifically in that area. And then they have a DJ. It's a little bit more like loity, like your kind of thing.
Where do you work at, the first part or second part?
I'm in the first part.
Well, I guess that's where
they don't put me at the. I'm not in the speakeasy.
You're not too bad.
No.
All right. As long as you say hi to me.
That's a loity. I'm at hoity-toity.
Yeah. Dom, you're a little bougie because you could probably fit in. Face he shakes his head. Are you meeting management today again?
He's like, after this, probably.
Is the day over yet? Is it the weekend?
Almost. Oh, yeah, we got to go to break.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday. Dom's looking for a break. Why? Why, I ask? We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
A technology mogul has been branded a creep after he claims to have offered a woman $100,000 to do what on a flight? Oops. What do you think?
Join the Mile High Club.
Go a little more controversial than this.
Join the Mile High Club in blackface.
No.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Your commute this afternoon in Palm Beach County has a little bit of trouble over on I-95 heading northbound before Blue Heron Road. Is an object on the roadway that's blocking 2 left lanes, so expect delays as you approach the area. Meanwhile, the turnpike is up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
It's 2025, which means spring training at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium is quickly approaching. Catch the Cardinals and the Marlins take the field in Jupiter with tickets, mini plans, VIP experiences, and more on sale now. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com. See you at the ballpark.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty, that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
The holidays are a blast, but the financial hangover, well, that could be a huge bummer. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast, and if you are dreading the new statement email that reveals the massive balance that you've racked up, well, you could use our help.
Totally. So How to Money is dedicated to helping you make sense of your personal finances so you can ditch your pesky credit card debt, you can crush your other financial goals, and feel more in control of your money.
Listen to How to Money on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search How to Money and start listening.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. Call 561-390-1000. That's 561-390-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, Bike Shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Trust Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins of CBS 12 News. Sunny and pleasant this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Clear and chilly tonight, but temperatures return to the 40s inland and 50s up the coast by the start of Saturday morning. Temperatures will remain in the 60s through Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies through the day.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
What's up, everybody? Adnan Burke here to tell you about a new podcast. It's NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers.
Jason Demers here, and after playing 700 NHL games, I got a lot of dirty laundry to air out.
Each week we'll get together to chat about the sport that we love.
But we're not just going to be talking hockey, folks. We're talking movies, we're talking TV, food, and Adnan's favorite, wrestling. It's all on Le Table.
Listen to NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers and start listening.
MMJHealth.com. Get approved for your card today. Medical marijuana made easy.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
With the elf?
No, it's not the elf.
Some would say.
I was going to say.
I know who he was with. I'm just kidding.
She's so funny. Cracks me up. We back yet or what?
We're on right now, man. You're going to say it again.
What'd you say?
You were late again.
I wasn't late. I was here listening to your drop, bitch.
Okay. What was the first part?
Of what?
The drop.
Franny speaking?
Nope, it was me speaking.
Okay, let me hear it again.
With the elf?
Good. Let me know what you want the elf.
With the elf?
Oh. Let me know what you want the elf.
Some would say.
I was going to say.
I know who it was with. I'm just kidding.
Look at that face she cracks up. It is the Penthouse on a Friday on Real Radio, baby. That's right. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. When do you stop saying Happy New Year? Nobody told me.
Now.
You think?
Yeah? Is this the time? We're done?
We're done? You speaking?
Let's say like, right? Like a good cutoff, maybe Jan 6?
So this is a weekend. All right, then that's it. Monday.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Or should we wait like 2 weeks into the...
We're not saying Merry Christmas anymore.
No, we're not.
Well, you know, it's a Merry Christmas. I think you stop the day of. Like right after. You don't say anything anyway. You say it a couple days before.
But see, some people really do celebrate the 12 days of Christmas,
Yep.
which goes on until January 6th. Well, technically, yeah, kind of. Because that's when Three Kings Day is. So some people, like, they celebrate throughout. I told my husband we're not taking down the decorations until January 6th.
Oh, mine are down.
No.
Really?
It just make me so happy. Yeah, so January 6th is
Yeah, a lot of people get depressed. So it's like when the NFL season ends, people get depressed. People get depressed when they take down their Christmas decorations.
I got depressed last night.
Why?
I got depressed last night.
Besides that, you really want to know?
What happened?
What happened?
I knocked over my bong.
Oh, no, and you broke it?
Yep.
Oh, that's serious. I'm surprised you came to work today.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I get home now.
Did you have a funeral? Did you have a bong funeral?
Oh, my God. Did you call the police? Oh, my God.
Heartbreak.
He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. Go to a head shop.
Yep, exactly.
Now, I don't know anything about this, so you're obviously enlightening me and teaching me. How much does a bong cost?
Matters the size and whatever, but a good quality one could be like $100.
And how long do they last for?
That matters the person, really.
Well, and if you break it, it's not going to last. Yeah, they'll last forever.
I probably had this one for like 5 years.
Now,
so.
can you share a bong with somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. So I'm asking. I don't know if you bring your own bongs like over house.
You don't bring your own. I mean, some people might.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right over.
I mean, that literally is a BYOB.
So you were like crying? Did you try to catch it? Like, oh my God.
No, I just saw it. I was like, oh, it's a goner. And then it, boom, shattered.
And probably shattered, yeah, because it's
you-
that thick glass, too. Just, yeah.
Now, do you live home with your parents or no? Oh, no. So you're on your own. Now, did you smoke marijuana when you were growing up? Did they know?
I mean, in high school, a little bit, yeah.
Did
But not
they
in
know?
front of your parents, right?
No, no.
No, they didn't know. Right? They didn't come in and like say, okay, roll this for me?
No.
All right. So then you're considered like really like aficionado, almost like an expert.
I mean, I've been doing it almost half my life now, so.
Congratulations. You got that, gambling and girls? You're on pace.
I'm on a roll right now.
You-
Who knows where I'm going after this?
Hey, you're fitting in, buddy. I love your style. You know what Sinatra said? You only live once. You do it right, once is enough. Let's do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Ravens are playing the Browns. If they win, they will win their division. They're one of the highest point spreads in the history of the NFL, 18.5. Now, if you're listening, you might not know what a point spread is. That is a point spread between two teams. People in certain areas do bet on this. You can bet on it in the state of Florida. It's legal, sports betting. But it's one of the highest point spreads ever during the season. I remember years ago, one of the highest point spreads ever in the Super Bowl was the Jets. Jets with Joe Willie, baby. The Colts were giving them like 17, 18 points, and the Jets beat them straight up 16-7. But the Ravens laying 18. Would you lay 18 with the Ravens over the Browns?
No.
Ravens win, they win the division.
Still, no. You don't know if they're going to sit anyone yet and how it's going to be. They don't really need to win, do they?
Yeah, they do. Well, they'll win the division.
Well, besides, if they don't win, they're still in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're still in the playoffs, but they would change. I don't know. That's a lot to lay, but, man, I got to tell you, the Browns, I don't think the Browns are going to score. Maybe they score 7 or 6 around there, a couple field goals. It's going to be interesting. Miami Dolphins are playing Jets.
So you bet the field goal then on that one, the kicker.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet the game, but if you ask me, I think the Ravens could cover the 18. That's what I would think.
But you were just saying there might be a lot of field goals for the Browns.
No, I said if the Browns score anything, it'll be field goals. Yeah, I mean, I don't bet on field goal kickers. It's not something I do. I don't have enough knowledge in it, and I would hate to lose like on a crossbar or stuff like that.
You know why I like it? Because like when you get down to like the fourth quarter and you start betting on that, you know one of the losing teams is not going to kick.
No, you're right.
So
yeah, if they're down by too much, they're going for scores. So it eliminates it. Yeah, it's a good point to make. So you'll see what happens. But again, they're big favorites tomorrow. Ravens, biggest one on the board. Our Miami Dolphins are -1. Tua is out. They are playing the Jets. Could this be Mr. Rogers' last day in the neighborhood? Imagine if he plays tomorrow and he just gets in his car and leaves. Not even in the locker room. Just gets in his car and just like, I'm out of here. This did not work out. Rogers added some comments yesterday. He said, hey, I have to decide, first of all, if I want to play. And if I do and they don't want me back, I would check other options. I think Rogers plays next year, but I don't know if it's with the Jets. But I don't think he wants to go out the way he played this year. It wasn't a great year. He had some good games. Don't get me wrong. I think he's on the verge of throwing his 500th touchdown. So we'll see what happens with that. The biggest game of the weekend is Detroit and Minnesota. That is Sunday night in Detroit. Whoever wins gets the #1 seeding. And it'll be amazing that the other team will be 14-3, but they go to number 5. And they'll have to play next weekend on the road. They are talking about the NFL maybe possibly looking into this to make some changes. But, man, I want to talk about a big game. That game Sunday night is going to be huge. Detroit's -3 against Minnesota. Now, Minnesota's also, we talked about it, they're 9-1 to win the Super Bowl. If you like Minnesota, you got to be a fan, obviously. We get this. And you think they got a shot, you bet them today. Because if they win Sunday night, those odds are going to get cut in half. I remember I also told you to bet the AFC to win the Super Bowl today. A Final Four set in college football. It is Penn State, Notre Dame in our backyard. Right here, baby. Penn State, Notre Dame. Fighting Irish taking on the Nittany Lions. And then it'll be Ohio State and Texas. Hook 'em horns. Ohio State laying 6.5 against Texas. We'll see what happens with that game. Both good games. This is the first year of the 12-game playoffs, and it worked out pretty well, I think. Whether or not they extend to 16 teams, we'll see. And the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler, love on the rocks. That's what I would say. A little love on the rocks. I know, Dom, you got some audio of Jimmy Butler.
What will fix it? What do you want to see happen to fix it?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to joy back. I'm happy here, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop, and I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
Jimmy Butler and the Heat, they've had a great run. Big fan of Jimmy Butler. It's like when your parents fight, you hope they work it out, but most likely, it's not going to happen. I think he's going to get traded out west, maybe Houston or Dallas, but it does look like they're done. Butler last year had some comments after the Heat lost in the playoffs. Pat Riley was not happy about it, took him to task publicly. I think that just made it even worse. And then Jimmy Butler's behavior this year has not been great. But a lot of these players, all they have to do is cause enough of disturbance, and the team's like, all right, we got to trade him. Can't have him here. So we'll see what happens. I knew Jimmy Butler is definitely going to get traded because one of my friends got me a Heat jersey, Heat Culture, number 22. I said, well, now you know he's going to get traded. So that's what happens. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Center. Stop down there today. Have some coffee. You'll love their food. Great desserts, by the way. Man, their desserts are awesome. So stop down there and you guys will join it. And that is Greek's Trifecta. Peace. 877-927-6969. You can give us a call with regrets you have. Anything that you say, man, and what can make you happier in 2025?
Well, we got a misspeak request, actually 2, to make 2025, number 20 and number 25. We got through the text line at 47142. And then we also have Brett from Melbourne listening on the iHeartRadio app. Hello, Franny, Greek, and Tom. I think the three of you should do football picks today for a $500 gift card from Greek, or maybe just $8, whatever. Would like to see who would win picks in football between you all. Have a great weekend. Money is on the dresser. And then we have another one. We're talking about the ice skating over at the bed. It says, my ex took me ice skating in the Palm Beach Gardens. Is that still there? No, the one in Gardens?
I don't know.
But it says in Palm Beach Gardens, thinking I was going to fall because I was a Florida boy. But I used to snow ski and water ski. I smoked her.
Nice!
They said she did all the falling.
Yeah! Way to be, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And somebody wants to know, since you wouldn't ride the giant banana, they said, would Greek ride a giant taco?
A taco? Maybe.
Maybe.
It depends what it's filled with. I would go into taco before the banana. But the guy with the banana thing put a lot of time and effort into it. I mean, he really did. He had to sand it down.
What about the Wienermobile?
I don't know about the Wienermobile. I'd be, I don't know. I've seen the Wienermobile. That I have seen.
You have? You seen it in person?
Yeah, I've seen it on 95 one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it impressive?
I didn't know it was a wiener until it passed me. I was like, was that the wiener?
Were you impressed by the size of the wiener?
I was impressed by the size of the wiener. Yeah. The girl I was with was more impressed, to be honest with you. She's like, wow, maybe I should get in the Wienermobile. I said, next exit, we'll pull over. Donald Ross. No, I wasn't up at Donald Ross. I was kidding. I was kidding. I might go to Jupiter tonight to see Franny at, what is it, 3 Ds?
Nope.
The double Ds?
Nope.
2 X's? 2 I's. What's it called? Come on.
I know what it's called. I work there. But it's just like, I've told you 5 times. If you can't remember, it's not my fault.
Well, I might be bringing you new customers.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Is that why you're messing up? So I keep on saying it?
Yeah, I'm trying to help you.
It's called Double Roads. It's been a staple in Jupiter for a very long time.
Double roads tonight. Dominic might even come. Dominic's got a lot to do after the show. You know where you're going to get your new bong?
No.
Now you get a different color all the time?
No, just the clear, you know.
Clear?
Yep.
And what do they cost?
I think it ranges from smaller ones like 50.
Can you get
ones.
like a high-end one like from Tiffany's?
They do have high-end ones, man. Trust me.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
How much are they?
Oh, they have artistic ones that go over thousands.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you think what about Snoop Dogg? We kind of think he's probably got a few.
Yep.
He does. You should do a demonstration.
I think he's more of a blunt smoker.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. You can do a demonstration on air and show everybody how to use a bong. That'd be awesome.
No, I don't know if management would like that, but I just have a feeling. I have a feeling it would be crazy about it.
Franny can show people how to make a martini.
That's legal.
I've already done it.
Yeah.
I used to have a little segment, where I show people how to make drinks.
Well, just because your thing's not legal doesn't mean you can't do it.
Medicinally, it is, but I
don't know about
the
work.
company hasn't they haven't
Totally
grasped
embraced
onto
it.
it yet. Yes.
So can you buy? And again, question, don't know. Can you buy weed to use in your bong or whatever the hell you got over there?
Yeah, that's what my card's for.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
At a dispensary.
Can you buy a bong at your dispensary?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you can get all your accessories there.
Mm-hmm.
Next year I'll get you a gift card.
Just get a sponsorship. That'd be the deal.
Well, the company doesn't do that. That's why. You know, I'm a company man. I don't know if you know that. Right below my heart.
But I've done endorsements for medical marijuana doctors.
Oh, have you?
Just not a dispensary. We don't do dispensaries yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe we will in the future, and that could be something you could do.
I already have a sponsor for medical.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What station?
Well, it's just the guy helps me out. He hooks me up. Since I'm on the radio, he
It's
hooks
his
me
own
up.
personal sponsor.
Yep.
Oh, wow. So this is
He also hooked up Megan, too.
Well, I don't want to talk about Megan because she's on Wild. I don't worry about Megan because she's just a person I see in the hall. I worry about you because you're with the Greek organization somewhat. So is this thing you're doing legit, by the way? Because we don't do anything that's not legal. Okay.
Oh, legit.
Oh, yeah, really? Do you get paid for this?
It's a free card. That's the payment for me. I'll take it.
I don't know. It doesn't sound legit. Is it totally legit?
Well, because the prescription and they cover the cost because you do, but you have to pay the state.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You pay the state for your card, so your card can you can keep on paying for your card when it expires. But just because you have a card that is not expired, like mine, doesn't mean that you can go and purchase it at a dispensary because your prescription needs to be up to date.
Oh, okay. Now, can you go anywhere in the
From
state
your
of Florida?
doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I even got it in Vegas through my card.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How's that work?
They have recreational and medicinal, and they take out of state cards if you prove it.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I've a lot of states do not do out of state cards.
I know
but a lot of states are recreational, so you don't even need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was going to ask if a state's recreational, do you need a card?
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper because recreational you get taxed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
That's how they make the big profit.
Ooh. Uncle Sam, don't forget him.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I just got some education. Man, bad. Dominic helping us out there. Bad night last night, broke his bong, but he's okay. I thought you were going to say
Rest in peace. Pieces.
Pieces, yeah.
I thought you were going to say because you had Georgia. Greek Zone is next. We'll be talking about sports betting, gambling, and where the money's at. Going to have a hot tip for you guys in college basketball tonight. So make sure you guys tune in.
We didn't play the Misweeks.
Yeah, play a Misweek real quick.
All right, here we go.
You got time. It's 60 seconds.
Is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Because if the Chiefs just win and don't cover, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
I'm back to squat on goal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bo Gandhi.
You're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Now, if something changes, will that change? Could be dishonest.
Same thing.
Shady.
Not content.
Shady.
Same.
Sneaky.
Shady.
Same.
You know, perplexed.
What?
You're coming down hard on us. It takes two to play you fungo.
Fungo.
I remember one time, like 80 blocks I walked. And I used to always walk. Soho, down around, back to my apartment. I know, it would take a long time. But I was younger and I found that exercise to be cool.
Excuse me. The did you just say?
Why am I blindfolded? You're making me walk across 95. It's great. It's cape and shape.
Excuse me. Sorry. Do you speak English?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Hit the next one.
This is your Greek
Hey, Mike, give it to people. Saratoga Thursdays.
What?
Toga.
She's got a black eye. I don't know where that came from.
She was in the Q hole. Ball. She was in a ball.
In the Q hole.
Yeah. Corner pocket Q hole.
So, major drama going on for Amber. Having an affair with a married guy.
Nice.
Who would you rather spend the night with? A, your wife, or B?
And I got a bad feeling.
That's bad.
It's bad, you know.
I mean, you know, you get hit with an arrow, you get shot by the foot. But my God, you want to talk about chop suey in a broom can? You can make it.
What the heck did I just say?
You were the peach in my apple.
Well, you got chocolate in my peanut butter.
I mean, if you get anything for anything, take it. You'll get something.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Yes, sister's ass. Great show, everybody. Take a bow, Dom. Take a bow. I'm glad you got a new bond coming. I would contribute to help you, but you're good. You don't need any money. Great job, as always. Franny, awesome.
Thank you, G-Red. You too.
Thanks a lot
You too,
for
Dom.
everything.
Thanks for everything. Sorry about your bong.
Yeah, sorry about your bong.
Yeah.
May it rest in peace. Pieces. And maybe you pick up a new one and a new piece this weekend. How about that?
I like that.
All right, good. Franny, my mount to God's ears. Franny, great job as always. Gonna miss you. Maybe I'll stop by Double D's tonight. See what happens. I'll text you tonight. Like, what's the name of the place? Like 8:30. I'm like, I hate you.
And tell him Double D's so he goes to the wrong place.
Oh my God. Great job as always.
Thank you, G-Man. Have a great weekend.
You too. Peace. Hey, it's the Greek. I'm coming back. You believe it? I'm coming back for the Greek Zone. We got a winner in college basketball, so make sure you listen and pay attention. Last night, Illinois +4 smacked Oregon. Quack, quack. Oregon, bad week for those boys and girls. It is the Greek. You guys have a great weekend. And again, not too late to say it. Happy New Year. We'll be back. Peace.
A social media experience that isn't totally toxic. Kind of a weird thing to brag about, but there it is. Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
We're still dealing with that object on the roadway on I-95 traveling northbound before Blue Heron Boulevard that's blocking 2 left lanes, so still expect delays as you approach the area. Meanwhile, the turnpike is up to speed in both directions. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, over 3 million people called Morgan & Morgan in their time of need. And with over 1 million of those calls coming from previous clients, friends, and family.
My name is Jason Williams. It was a rainy day, and I'd gotten hit from behind by a lady that was doing somewhere over 100 miles an hour is what they were saying. I've never dealt with anything like this before. Everybody that I talked to kept saying the same name, which was Morgan & Morgan. I was on hold for maybe 15 seconds. When they come back and said, Jason, we will absolutely take your case. As a non-tech savvy guy, any question that I had, if I called, text, or emailed, they got right back to me. They made it as easy for me as it could have been.
Thank you for trusting us. We've become the largest injury firm in the world because we've won a lot. The word is out. Size matters. Reputation matters. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. With over 900 dedicated attorneys and climbing, we're ready wherever you are, whatever you need. The choice is easy. We're just a phone call away. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you're watching football this season, you know anything can happen. And on Hard Rock Bet, we mean anything. One fan in South Florida turned a $1 touchdown parlay into a $40,000 payday. Hard Rock Bet has parlays for days. With flex parlays, now you can even miss a few picks and still get paid. Parlays for every kind of play.